Oh, this boy.
Hi.
Oh, Justin.
Oh, that's loud.
Hello.
Wow, I blew
That was
off everyone's head.
aggressive.
Wow.
Just blowing him away right from the start.
Rah.
Making sure everybody's awake, that's all.
Yeah, are you
So
awake?
wake up.
Are you awake? Well, you can listen to me scream, or, maybe some coffee might wake people up.
You know,
Got some coffee.
I like how we're trying to start a record of how soon we can get into our sponsor deal.
I mean,
As soon as it comes in, coffee.
I mean, to be fair, Friday we did have a little lead-in.
That's true.
We did. We were talking about how coffee turns spicy straights gay by helping them just take that one step over the line. They're almost there. They're almost there. They just need to take one little step and they're there.
Especially iced coffee.
Especially iced.
But what's great is Grinding Coffee Co. is not only coffee, but it's gay coffee. It's made by gays for gays. So it's made for anyone. But
mostly
for
gays.
gays. Yeah.
Mostly.
It is a Black queer-owned coffee company that will ship everything that you order straight to your door, which is the only thing straight about it. They have coffee, both regular and cold brew. They have mugs, hoodies, masks, because please wear a mask, all sorts of fun stuff. And I'm pretty sure they're working on making tea blends as well. So
I'm gonna fuck with those tea blends.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put the tea bag right in my mouth.
I'm a tea gay.
Chelsea's a tea bisexual.
Yeah.
Yep. Well, then they're gonna have just the product for you.
Oh hell yeah!
And you know what's
bisexuals?
And you know what's great about that, Chelsea, is when the time comes for you to order this tea, because you're cool and are part of like the Nextless Games Club. Cool. Yeah.
And if you were lame, absolutely not.
No. If you use the promo code Nextless Games, all one word, you can get 10% off of your entire order. You don't just have to order coffee. Yeah, anything that you order. If you use promo code Nextless Games, even like bonus points if you use the link in the chat or in the description if you're watching on YouTube. And every time you order through that link using that code, it supports our streams. And it really means a whole lot. And as someone who shouldn't drink coffee but loves coffee, this coffee's really good. It's worth it. It's worth it. As it is IBS worth it approved.
Uh-oh, both of them froze.
Oh. Uh-oh. I honestly thought it was me. Uh-oh. Are we about to lose half the crew?
Quick, you have enough time to order some stuff and get 10% off right now.
Yeah, and if you do it before they come back, who knows? Maybe something really cool will happen. Quick, like Tinkerbell, you have to click on the link and order something and use promo code Nextless Games to bring the stream back.
Oh no!
Oh no!
Oh no, you didn't do it fast enough.
Oh no!
You didn't do it fast enough, and now there's a line right through our faces. We've been skewered.
Oh no!
Oh no!
I'm waiting to get a text to be like, uh-oh, X and Y happened.
Or just a text that just says, uh-oh, spaghetti-o.
Yeah.
So,
oh, no.
Buy that coffee, honestly.
Buy some coffee.
Mix it into your hot cocoa, because that's what we did.
Oh my gosh, if you make hot cocoa and then mix it in, like with some cold brew or something, so good. The Wi-Fi decided to die in the house. Oh no. Oh no.
Well, I mean, we can vibe here. Hi.
Yeah. I mean, we have some other partners to talk about, like if you're around here. Yeah. You've probably heard about us talking with a store called Conundrum House. That is a local Oregon, Corvallis, Oregon.
Wait, I just noticed something.
What?
If we sit like this, our shirts say, won't love.
Don't do it. Won't love.
Won't love.
And I love that yours is gay and mine is trans.
Wait, I gotta put it. Won't love. Won't love. Or if you have your entire shirt, then like just the won't be erased. It's just won't be erased, love.
Won't be erased, love.
Won't be erased, love. Won't ever. Nope. Never erased. So it just makes the whole street. Oh no, we've suddenly turned British.
Oh no!
What are we gonna do? Help!
This is what happens when we don't get our gay agenda coffee.
No, it just turns into a stand-up special.
It's true. Not maybe, mostly funny. I can't speak for everything I say to be funny, but we'll do our best. Also, I see Becky. Hi, Becky.
All right, we're doing stand-up.
We're doing stand-up because we lost two of our players to the Wi-Fi sniped two of our players. So as we wait for them to return. But as I was saying with Conundrum House, they are an awesome shop in Corvallis, Oregon that does mystery games and puzzles. They are a shop and a library, so you can either rent or buy the games. And if you're not in Oregon, don't worry, they ship internationally, so you can buy stuff on their online store. It is owned by a wonderful married couple. It is a small little family-owned business, and I help with their social media and stuff. And they have decided to partner with us to help promote our streams, and it's really appreciated. So I will once again share the link in the chat.
Go Conundrum that house.
Go Conundrum that house.
Go Conundrum that house.
And if you follow them on social media, it makes me look real good at my job. So also, yes, Kat, you do need to go visit Conundrum House. You would love it. It's super cool. And here soon, there should be a soft-boiled detective poster hung up in that shop because they printed it. They just need to get another corkboard.
Why did I immediately just think you were going to say there's a soft-boiled egg? And I'm like, right in the shop, right there,
right
for you to see.
It shouldn't be there, but
it shouldn't, but it is, and that's the draw. Everyone's like, why is this here? I'm not sure.
Not sure.
But
we're just seeing how long it can be there.
Yeah, until someone either takes it or figures out that it's soft-boiled.
Yeah.
And then it's so confusing for everybody.
Kat I'd love it if they just had soft-boiled eggs with no explanation.
Please, if you do have a soft-boiled egg at any point as an Easter egg, I would appreciate it greatly. Just for me. Just one. Just one.
You come into the shop at one point and see that a murder mystery is happening, and then you just hear, "What's this? A clue? It's a soft-boiled egg."
Hi.
Hello. All right, we're starting to get our players back. Hello.
Oh my god.
We were trying stand-up. We were doing.
I'm sad I missed it.
Won't be erased, love.
Won't be erased, love. We also were just talking about the Conundrum House partnership and chatting with the chat. Yeah, we got one. Where's Chelsea? We gotta reel them in.
She's venting. It's a Mogus. It's just surprise.
Yay!
Surprise!
And you're on the wrong side. Now you're on the other side. Yeah.
Yay!
Yay! And we're still gonna start relatively on time. Yeah!
Whoa. Zoom.
Just the. I love that. I love that.
Stop.
Bop.
Bop.
Bop, bop, bop.
I think
Bop to the
Chelsea's
top.
checking their internet.
Bop, bop,
And like their sound shit.
And then,
Oh.
Oh.
All right, and once everyone gets the sound and tech figured out, we'll go around and do introductions and then get started. Because we've talked about Grinding Coffee Co. We've talked about Conundrum House. If you're here, you know about Thesperience Productions. That is the group that runs this. Yep. If you haven't heard of Thesperience, please look at the Twitch channel.
The parent
Now you have.
company.
Now you have. That sounded so rude. I'm so sorry. That's not how I meant it.
Also, I think that everyone on stream should just appreciate Cass's haircut.
Yeah,
It's very cute.
short and curly.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say short and queer.
Yes,
too.
that too.
Yeah, also that.
Honestly, I looked at myself in the mirror and my first thought was, I look so queer. I was so happy. I will admit, I did 1000%. I got in the salon chair and they were like, okay, so what kind of haircut are you looking up? And I knew what I wanted, but I couldn't think of how to explain it. So I was like, I just need to find a picture. And so I was like, you know what? I know the exact character that I'm going to show them for my haircut. Right. And so I Googled it.
The
and I was like,
queerest
all
thing
right.
to do is show characters to people when you get your hair cut.
And
I've
to
done
make it
it.
even gayer, I showed Ray Fadler from Uncharted 4, who we all know is a massive queer.
Yeah.
Evil as shit, but also queer as
Yeah,
fuck.
the amount of times I've brought Final Fantasy photos into to get my hair cut, ridiculous.
Also, Bo, I have returned. Can you hear me?
Hello.
Yes, you're quiet, but I can hear you.
Just put
There
it
we
in your
go.
mouth.
Listen, your villain
Fully
should be
enough.
queer, your hero should be queer, your supporting characters should be queer, the random background character should be queer, everyone. Everyone
Yep.
should be queer. No straights.
allowed.
Nope.
It's illegal
No.
to be straight.
If you have any kind of like talking tree, make it's gay.
Yeah, it's gay. Every character.
Even the plants,
Plants,
are gay.
plants,
Gay.
gay. Fish,
Yeah.
Gay is-
gay fish.
Gay fish are so gay.
Oh my god, fish.
Well, most
Gay.
most fish,
A fish
don't. Most fish.
That's why
will
they have
actually
fins.
transfer sexes.
Yeah. So all fish are trans.
All fish are trans.
I'm okay
Yeah.
with this, yeah.
I like this.
Yeah.
All right. Speaking of trans, we should all probably go around and introduce ourselves.
Woo!
Yeah, trans as in transition to what we're doing
Hey,
next.
that's good.
I didn't sleep last night.
Oh, Jason!
Jason?
Well,
I,
yeah,
well, I
let's-
did, but you know, whatever. It's a
Oh.
matter. Let's go.
Well, I did, but not really.
I did,
All
but
right.
not really.
Well, here, let's go the opposite direction that we normally go.
Mix
So we'll
it up.
start
Holy
with
shit.
Chelsea.
Oh, it's me? Oh, shit. I was not anticipating that. Hi, my name is Chelsea. My pronouns are they, them, and I play Andromeda, or Rami. She looks like a cinnamon roll, is a cinnamon roll, and really likes bones, and she is a cleric of Thespis, specifically a knowledge cleric. And I'm very excited to play D&D.
Yee.
Taco Bell now. Goodbye.
Yes, eat your Taco Bell. And then
Hi.
Jenny.
Hi, I'm Jenny. My pronouns are she, they. I play Dee Dee, who is Anxiety Incarnate and is also a Azamar, I almost called her a cleric. She's an Azamar bard. Yeah, that's all I got. I want to
All
play.
right.
I want to make it fast.
All right, and Jason.
Hi, my name is Jason. My pronouns are he/himbo.
I love that so much.
I need that changed on every single social media platform you have.
I know. I've been starting, like I started using it, and it's one of the best
Oh,
things. I
bless.
feel alive. I
Good.
feel alive. Anyway, I'm not
Feel
playing a himbo.
represented.
I'm playing the son of a himbo.
Yes.
I'm playing Saris, who is a high elven ranger. Haven't hit anything yet. Literally 13 sessions in, and I have, or 14
Really?
sessions. Yeah, 14 sessions in, and I haven't hit anything with my
You
bow and
missed
arrow.
Every shot.
I've missed every single shot that I have
One
taken
day.
so far.
We just need to get to a point where after 14 sessions, it's a roll till you win.
It's like try again.
Just for,
no,
for
roll
pity,
again.
for
Try
pity's
again.
sake, you're like, just
Gotta pity
just
roll.
roll again, just roll again. Come on.
Do me a favor and just add 15 to whatever you roll.
I mean,
Then it's a natural
maybe.
20.
Wow, a 23?
Wow,
Holy
that's
smokes.
Wow, good job. What a great roll you had just now for your attack that you totally just rolled, because it's D&D and you roll dice here. Good job. You did it.
It's a 4. What was that? A
A
You mean
15?
24?
A 4? A 4?
24?
A 4 plus a natural 20? Wow.
Wow.
Wow. I don't need to see the proof because I believe it.
Yeah. And I'm God and I said so.
Good
Listen,
God.
I as another player am not going to be upset if you do that.
You know, like, honestly, the only hits that I've landed have so far just been smacking a man in the face.
fucking grown ass man.
Smacking a grown ass man in the face, and I'll take it.
And
that's
breaking
fine
Tom's
by me.
nose for a second time.
You
That's
did break
the
Tom's
door.
nose.
That's
the door.
true. That's true. But that was like,
You only hit grown men. Grown
You know,
shitty men. That's it. As it
You
should
know,
it's gonna be a trend.
When it matters, Jason.
you hit when it matters.
Yeah, that's true. I might as well just throw my bow and arrow away. That's not gonna help me ever. But yeah, that's me. That's what I do.
Maybe Saris just needs a new bow. Maybe it's time.
Yeah, let's go to Bows R Us and get him another bow.
Listen, especially going to Holston, it was really humid there, and like the wood warped, and it doesn't fire straight anymore.
We gotta get you a new bow.
Yep.
Yeah, let's go to like instead of Bows R Us. Can it be like Bows R We? I don't know why Bows R We sounds funnier. But we'll go to Bows R We, and we'll get Saris.
Bows are you guys?
Bows are y'all.
Both are y'all.
Bows are. We're gonna go. Oh my god, that just makes me think of Yalhalla.
Y'all. And at least I'll die and go to
Yalhalla.
That was Walter when he came back in Nexus.
Okay, but that's me. Who?
Jeez, I was fucking
That's
choked.
me.
Oh my god.
Whose shirt says won't but can?
That's me.
And should.
Hi.
You.
I won't be erased.
Love.
Won't be erased. Love.
Anyway.
I am Casper Oliver. My pronouns are they, he, or any neo pronouns. I also think they're neat. And I'm the DM, so I play everyone else. And yeah, I'm also a player on our alternating Mondays. So while this Monday I am here as the DM on Clocked In, every other Monday I am actually a player on Jason's game, all aboard the SS Verbena. And so that's a lot of fun. So if you want to see him do some DMing and me do some playing, role reversal, be sure to tune in for all aboard SS Verbena.
They're on a boat.
On a boat fighting pirates.
Pirates.
Hey, listen, any excuse to talk like this for 2.5 hours, I'm down. So
yeah, and there was a great cliffhanger on Friday.
we're gonna get our asses whooped by a siren anyway.
It's fine. Who cares? It's okay.
Who doesn't want that though?
You know, they've already knocked us out once.
Denton doesn't. Anyway.
No, Denton's anyway. So, but tonight we are doing Clocked In. And with where we left off last week, you all finally came back to work after a few days off, and you had quite an adventurous few days off, only to learn that, wow, you all are up for a promotion, and you all finally meet one of the heads of the company, which you later learned who is basically the head of the company, a human woman named Trudy Young. And you saw her and Shirley and Tom kind of interact a bit. And it seems like y'all came to the conclusion that she was a shady bitch.
She's sketchy. I don't like it.
Sketchy bitch. So she's sketchy.
She was mean to Shirley. That's it.
She was.
She's going to hell.
Right now.
That's it.
Damned by Dee Dee.
Yeah, right. Well, no, not y'all Hall.
No, damned by Jenny. Dee Dee.
Oh, true. Damned by Jenny.
Dee Dee's too anxious to do any of that
But
shit.
the alliteration is good. Damned by Dee Dee.
Damned by Dee Dee's friends, but not Dee Dee.
Yes.
But not Dee Dee
But not Dee
publicly.
Dee.
Sort of by Dee Dee internally, but she's not actually going to say it.
Damned by Dee Dee's diary.
To be
Yes.
fair, she kind of is acting on it because we did hire just
Exactly.
She just wants justice. Sure.
So, y'all called upon Justin to see if there is any way that your private investigator buddy could help you figure out a bit on your shady boss. Love leverage. So, you all are taking, did we decide that y'all are taking a Fuber to Justin's office?
I guess
I
so.
assumed we're taking a Fuber.
That's
Alright.
the only means of transportation we've actually taken.
Other than walking.
That's true. Or a bus.
Like one time, but that was
Yeah. Yeah, because you didn't even take the bus on the way back. You were driven back by
Yeah,
Colin.
you were back with Colin. I will say while we're driving over to Justin's office, Andromeda's gonna start researching into specifically the last time that someone got sent to hero status as rapidly as we were almost sent, because she's like, that's suspicious. I would like to know what's going on, please and thank you.
And do you remember what was said about the people who were promoted too quickly?
They died.
They fucking died.
That's why she wanted to look into it, because she's like,
Yeah.
I'm sorry, what?
Yep.
What?
So there is, from what you heard from Shirley, there have been some casualties related to this, which not great, or at least a casualty, but that's still one too many if it's just one.
Yeah.
So all right, go ahead and roll investigation, please.
Are we all investigating?
If you would like to look online and see if there's if you would like to try and do some research on your way to Justin's office, go ahead and roll investigation for me.
Starting out strong with a 7 plus something. Hold on. 13.
13.
Yeah. Starting out strong.
Yeah.
Plus 6. Doing great. Guys.
It was not a good roll.
Oh boy.
Investigation, right?
The
Yeah.
investigation's good, but that's an 11.
Okay. All
6 plus 5.
right.
I'm just looking at her social media. Kidding.
Dee Dee, stop doom scrolling on Twitter.
19.
Okay. So, all right. With your 11 and 13, you're able to find, you're not able to actually find specifics on deaths, because it's kind of like, Disney World, where it's all no one dies at Disney World thing. It's almost like that.
Declared dead.
Yeah. But you both do find kind of buried in social media, in Facebook groups or Twitter hashtags or whatever, you see that there are support groups for people who have formerly worked at Gold Standard and have otherwise had to leave. But it looks like they're mostly private groups. So you can't see who's in them. You see that there's like the Facebook group would have like about 120 people maybe, but you can't see who the members are because they're all private and you can't see any of the posts. The hashtag seems like most of the posts are older, so there's not a lot of recent posts, but you see that there's like some sort of community online. Jason, Saris, with your 19, you are able to find, in regards to people who have died, you're able to find one singular obituary that mentions that they died a heroic death. Very it was there's a company statement from Gold Standard of a very valiant death and a very heroic death. And so it seems like as long as it's a heroic death, Gold Standard won't hide it as much if it makes the image look better, if that makes sense.
Okay.
Yeah. So but it's very sparse, very hard to find. It's not on a big news publication. It's on a little indie local newspaper that
Does it
looks
say
like
who
it got
the name of the person who died?
do I have it? I don't think I gave them a name, unfortunately. Brett Myers. We'll go with that.
Brett Myers.
Name. It's a hell of a name.
Brett Myers. They died and it was tragic.
And it was tragic. They are survived by their cat and
Brett 2 Myers.
Brett 2, Electric Boogaloo.
Yeah,
Myers.
Brett 2.
Electric Boogaloo Myers.
Boogie for short.
Boogie for short.
Boogie
I
for
want to name a
short.
cat that so bad. That's a fucking great name.
God.
Okay, no, I'm writing this down. Brett to Electric Boogaloo, Boogie for short. Myers.
Yes. They're the one that survived. Brett Myers themselves died.
The cat survived.
Yeah. And like you see posts of like you see comments on the article of like, Brett, he was such a great guy, he'll be missed. You see that it got shared around a few times when it was released. But there's not like a lot of traffic on this site. So that's the information that y'all find. And I'd say that Jason, you also Saris would also discover the Facebook groups. So you'd probably also see those and realize like, oh, this is a thing.
Can I try to join the group?
Sure.
All right.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try to join it.
Yeah, so you get a few kind of pop-up questions, or like, one of them is like, what time period did you work at Gold Standard? Another one's like, why were you forced to leave, or why did you leave? And there's another one that's like, how would it be worded? Were you injured or framed as part of your leave? So those are the primary questions.
Okay.
So that's what you find. Do you answer these questions?
Yeah. No, I'd say I'd answer them.
Okay. Do you answer them honestly?
I'd probably answer the worked from here to here. So I would have put like internship from this day to this day.
That's not a lie, because we're not technically interns anymore. So
yeah, I would
that's
put like
true.
My internship ended at this time.
Okay. Right.
And then what was the second question? Why were you forced to leave, or like why did you leave?
Why did you leave? Yeah, why did you leave?
I'm gonna write debating on it.
Okay.
As like I'm still here technically, but I'm in this group to see if there are reasons why I should.
Okay.
And then at the bottom, it was, were you injured or framed? Was it?
Yeah.
I'm probably gonna write thinking there's some sketchy shit.
Okay. Roll persuasion.
Oh. Okay. That's a 10.
Okay. All right, cool. So you get the notification of like, your membership is pending and admin will introduce you, blah, 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 right?
Yeah.
And after a few moments, you get a DM from an admin.
Oh, boy.
And it's like, it says admin of blank. There's no
so
name.
your name is admin of blank. What an interesting name.
And it seems to be like an anonymous message. So it's like it has that neutral icon. And it's just like, the reply is just, you understand that your application answers are a little strange, right?
Yeah, Bessie, we do.
And then I'll probably just write back something like, yeah, I want to see if it's worth staying here or not.
Okay. You get it says read. After a few moments, it says, admin is typing. And then you get another reply of, why are you thinking of leaving?
Well.
I'm probably gonna write, I think they want to kill me.
Honestly, like they're thinking if they've tried to push us up to hero status within like 2 weeks of
it's gonna be like, I think they're trying to kill me. They tried to push me up to hero status and I just finished my internship.
Is that what you say?
Yeah.
You get admitted in.
Hey.
Hell yeah.
Like, honest, just be honest with them.
Yeah,
Like, they know
like, I
how fucked the
wouldn't-
company is.
Like, I'm not gonna lie about it.
And so you
Besties.
are finally able to see who the admin is, and you see it is a Sage Lomax. And they
Oh.
you see their icon photo
Okay.
is like dark, like a warm, rich brown skin with deep brown eyes and short natural hair and tight blue curls, clearly dyed, with like tattoos and like bracelets and rings, and they're kind of posed with like, you know, the bisexual peace signs, and you see a scar up the side of their face that looks like a lightning strike
Huh,
has
wonder
kind
how
of
they got
spread
that.
up their face.
They sound like a sage.
And so you get admitted in.
I thought you were gonna say they sound like a admin of a Facebook group.
And so now you see in your messenger that this is who is messaging you. It's like, you know, it's like you get another message. Sorry, we just need to make sure that we're not having moles coming in, but we've heard that tactic used before.
What? Oh, okay. No, yeah, I could see why. All right. Yeah, I could see why.
So
Okay.
we don't want to deal with slander charges or anything. The emoji of rolling the eyes.
Yeah, I'll probably just write, yeah, like totally understand. I'm joining
I figured what's
this,
happening.
like I'm joining this group on behalf of myself and some coworkers.
Okay. All right.
And I would obviously share this with, you know, Rami and Didi and just be like, hey, like I got in, look.
Rami was like, if you didn't do it, I was about to have Rami do it. So, like, it worked.
Yeah.
You can join too, and then we'll both be in the same group.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, oh,
Yeah.
we could do that thing where we both join and we're like, hey, fancy seeing you here.
Or you could let them know, like, hey, my coworker might be joining. This is her name.
Yeah.
Oh, is Rami going to join?
Honestly, because knowing Rami, now that, like, she knows, like, okay, this isn't just, like, a random thing, and you're part of it, probably would.
Okay.
Just because, like, she wants to be able to look into it on her own time.
Yeah, that's a good idea. I'll let them. I'll type back to Sage and
Rami's
just.
the bitch that will hyper focus for hours in this group on this kind of shit.
Yeah, I'll send a
Done it
message.
before, she'll do it again.
I'll send a message to Sage and just be like, you might get a notification of and like a questionnaire sent by, you know, Andromeda Griffith. That's a coworker of mine. We worked together and we were both.
They're trying to kill me too.
Yeah, they offered us both the promotion.
Yeah, it's like we were both promoted or almost promoted to hero status, so we're looking into the same things.
Okay. All right, and Sage gives you a thumbs up emoji, and just no worries, I'll keep an eye out. Welcome to the group. I'm so sorry that you've been dealing with their mess, but glad you could join us here. If there's anything that you need help with, you can always comment, and hopefully someone will be able to help. Just, you know, then you get the whole, like, make sure to read the group rules, and the group rules would basically be like, don't add someone on Facebook, you know, don't add someone as a friend without asking first, and be courteous of privacy, and blah, blah, blah. Like the very general.
Is the group title something like inconspicuous, like gold standard alumni?
Yeah.
Okay. Because
you
if
probably
it was
would
just
have
like
found it through like a forum.
Okay, so I was thinking if it's like, yeah, gold standard sucks. We left because we almost died, and then it's like Shirley's like, what's this? Why does it say what group is this?
If nothing else, at least it's private. So
yeah, okay, so something just inconspicuous like alumni.
Yep.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, it's like, you know, former interns of Gold Standard, or, you know, something like that. Oh no, it's called the no, I'll sit on it. When I think of a really cool name for it, I'll get back to you. But we'll think about it.
Question.
Yeah. So Now, Rami and Saris, you are both now in this Facebook group.
Yeah, she'd send it over as soon as she gets the okay.
Yep. And you would also get admitted in and same thing. I will say that at about the time that you're both in this group and figure it out, it's about time you're pulling up to Justin's office.
I figured that was the case.
Yep. So yeah, you pull up to what looks to be like a business building. And you can tell by the signs that there's like a lot of business offices in there, of like different businesses in this one building. And you see like on the plaque outside that one of them is, private eye, just in case investigation services or whatever. No, case and order investigative services. Case and order investigative services. That's what it would be. And so you do see that on the side. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's
do
what you
we
see
go
on the sign.
Okay. Are we going up to, is it like on a different floor?
I'd probably say it'd be like on the 3rd floor. Yeah.
Is there like the name of the business on the door?
Yeah.
Okay. Saris would like to go up to the door and just go bum bum on the door.
Oh my
I
god.
knew you were gonna do that.
I really wanted to. The minute you said that, I was like, please.
I was expecting bop 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 bop.
So
I gotta stick with it. I gotta do it for
No,
the bit.
absolutely.
For the bit.
Absolutely. That was just my first thought.
So Saris, you bump up on the door. Do you say anything?
Oh my god, a different PC voice almost came out of my mouth. Oopsie doopsie. That would have been weird.
Whoopsie doopsie.
Yeah, it would have been weird because it would have been German.
Not English.
Very
Wrong
different.
one.
No. Hi. We're here to meet
I'm
with
gonna go into the spiel.
No, just we're here to meet with just in case.
So when you knock, bam, bam.
Pop pop.
She's gonna kick your ass.
Saris, before you can speak, you feel this kind of wave go up over the door. And it's just this very faint of fey magic. But nothing else happens.
That was a fucking shield.
And then as soon as you start to speak and say, I'm here to see you feel it.
Sorry, I had to do it for the bit. Have you ever seen the TV show? Similar name? Never mind.
I love
Like, and you hear, Jameis, he's scared. Oh, it's them. And you kind of hear ruffling of papers and just like, I'll get the door. I'll get the door.
Kick your ass, dude.
And after a moment, the door opens and you all see a figure that you recognize. It'd be Lauren Order, Justin's business partner, or secretary as she calls herself, but business partner as Justin calls her. So you do see her and she's like, please come in. And she kind of steps back in a pencil skirt and Mary Jane's and a button up with a little brooch,
my aesthetic.
on the shirt, kind of like a little dark academia vibes going on.
Oh, my aesthetic.
As she holds the door open for you and gestures for you all to come in. And Saris, Faye energy.
Oh yeah, I remember from the speed dating event.
Yeah.
Yep. And so
Not
she welcomes
liking.
you all in.
Not liking it.
Oh no. Serious.
You have all been invited in.
We're gonna walk in. But yes, we're gonna
Oh
walk
yeah,
in.
no, we going.
Okay. All right. You all walk in. If you would like to take a look around the room, roll perception.
I would very much love to do that, Casper. Thank you.
I'll give everyone base information, but if you roll particularly high.
Thanks, Keela. I appreciate you rolling well for once.
God damn it.
19.
Okay.
Perception or investigate? It doesn't matter. Mine are the same. Never mind. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm asking that. It's the same. He's a +6.
9.
Yeah.
21.
Okay. So, Dee Dee,
Yeah.
you have never been in a private eye's office.
No.
And something feels weird. Like, it's like this can't be allowed. But like, I'm here to do business. It's like an official thing. But like, is this allowed?
Am I allowed to be here? Oh my god, my dad's gonna kill me.
Oh my
Is this
God.
allowed?
Is this
That
allowed? So yeah, it's quite a time. For Rami and Saris. Well, for everyone, you all see that the room is kind of fairly, it's like organized chaos. You could also definitely tell which desk is Lauren's and which desk is Justin's. It's
I believe that with my whole chest.
it's one main room that kind of has a side room in the back that looks, it might go into like a small kitchen or something. You see like what looks to be like the corner of a cot tucked away in there.
The nap room.
Yeah, the break room.
Speepy time.
Speepy time room.
It's the speepy corner.
The speepy corner. So as you look around, you see that, let me move this so that I can see that, there we go. You see that one of the desks has paper strewn about, has like a few stacks of folders, has like a few boxes that look like index card holders. You see like a few photos, but the frames are pointed the other way, so you can't see what's in them. A big ass mug. It's like one of those like novelty mugs with a slogan and some weird graphic on it. It's like world's okayest detective, you know.
I love it.
Full of pens.
Why does
and
it
markers.
Why does it feel like it's a world's okayest dad, but then there's just like a sticky
Crossed
note that covers the D at the end of dad that just says dad detective?
Yes. Or like it was clearly done in Sharpie, so you know that this thing is hand washed now. Like it is not machine washed anymore. It's, yeah, it didn't originally say world's okayest detective, but it does now.
I love it.
Yeah, so you see that desk, and then you see another desk which has like the organization tray and like a really nice laptop with like all the cords organized with like the little clips and stuff. You see like a desk calendar with everything color coordinated, and so these are the two desks that you see in this investigative office.
Oh boy.
Yeah, that's on brand.
And you see like a plush couch kind of off to the side with a coffee table that's got some like magazines and books on it, a mini fridge in the corner. Like it looks fairly cozy.
I hope so, considering how much time they probably spend in this fucking office.
Yep. There's a TV on the wall that's currently like muted, but on some like nature documentary channel that was clearly just for visual ambiance, you know, stuff like that. But Rami, with your 21, you said? Yeah, so with your over 20, as you walk in, you notice Justin is kind of like starting to organize his papers, the mess of stacks and everything, and you see his phone on his desk, and you see a number start to call. You can't see what the number is, but you see a phone, like the phone kind of start to vibrate, and you're the only one who catches how quickly he silences it and flips it over as to like ignore the screen and has put the phone aside.
Spam likely.
None of a business.
Like, no, spam likely. Getting 5 calls a day from them nowadays. But yeah, so you're the one who catches that quick hurry. The rest of you are now in the office. As after you all enter in, Lauren kind of gestures to the couch, and it's like, you're more than welcome to sit here. I have some more chairs in the other room. If I have to pull those out, that's fine. Would anyone like a water or a tea?
I wouldn't mind a water.
Water?
Saris is gonna look to DD first to let her go.
Nothing for me, thanks.
Okay.
I'll just drink a water's fine. That's okay.
All right, 2 waters and a nothing coming right up. And she starts her way into the kitchen. Yeah, Chelsea?
No, it's
okay.
my brain being stupid. Sorry.
So, yeah, Lauren then walks into the kitchen.
Oh.
Yeah.
She goes over exactly what Chelsea was thinking.
I promise you don't, because it was just a
Oh.
random invasive thought.
Oh, I thought it
Oh.
was the. I thought it was the. Let me get fucking.
It was a really random. It was before that. Just ignore me.
Oh.
Actually, Lauren wouldn't go into the kitchen. She just walk over to the mini fridge and like open it up. She pulls out 2
Ah.
cold water bottles and hands
Yeah.
one over to Saris and one over to Rami, and
Okay. I thought
goes over
if she was gonna go to the kitchen, I had something really stupid I wanted to say, but since she's in the room, I can't say it.
yeah, at the moment she's still in the room. Maybe
Yeah,
later
okay.
she'll leave.
Yeah, maybe later she'll go into a different room.
Yeah. So Lauren then goes over to her desk and sits down and starts to kind of chip away at work on her laptop. And the rest of you are now kind of properly greeted by Justin, who's officially stood up. He's got his trench coat kind of like hung over the back of his chair, even though there's clearly a coat rack by the door.
An animal.
You see his shirt, his tie is kind of like loosely done, the top button undone, and just, hey, it's a good time you stop by. I'm actually free and openly available at the moment, and I am curious. So please go on ahead and just
tell me the whole story.
1 second. And Justin goes over and you see him like kind of grab the arms of the couch and start to pull. As if he's trying to pull the couch closer to the desk so that you all can sit on the couch at the desk. Holy shit. And he does it no problem.
Oh, we love that. We love furniture moving.
Yeah.
On this stream.
So, yeah, he just kind of carefully... What it is you see that they have those little pads underneath the legs of the couch that kind of help it slip and slide across the floor.
Yeah.
That's smart.
Yeah, so he kind of moves it so you all can sit on the couch facing the desk, facing him, and he goes back to his chair. He's like, this is far more comfortable than any of the other chairs that we got. So go on ahead and pop a squat, take a seat, and tell me what you need from me, because I am intrigued.
I love to investigate this fucking company. Hell yeah. So we got promoted today.
Oh, congratulations.
Yes and no.
Okay.
They were trying to promote us to like their highest level thing. We've been there for less than a month. And we overheard them talking later. Apparently the last time that they promoted someone as rapidly as they did this time, they did with us, like they tried to, the person died.
Oh.
Yeah. We had that was interesting. We went out for a little bit, and we, I told you we got promoted when we saw each other at Office Max, but we got back and we overheard some I didn't really hear it too well. It was kind of difficult, but we overheard some sketchy conversations with the person we want you to look into and our direct supervisor.
All right. Who is your direct supervisor?
Was Shirley
Tired?
Yeah, I was trying to remember her last name. I was like, what the fuck is her last name?
All right. Okay. All right. And jots it down. And your boss, I'm assuming.
Head of the company, yeah.
We're going all the way up. Okay. And what's
Trudy Young?
Trudy Young. And like you see him jot it down. I will say, Rami, with your over 20 last roll, I'll also give you this one. You notice a small little detail in comparison to all of Justin's other notes on his desk and the notes that he's taking right now. Suddenly his handwriting is a lot clearer as he is more focused on what he is writing.
That makes sense, yeah.
So yeah, he's taking notes. He's like, all right. So, what do you know about any of this so far? Like, where should I be going forward from here?
Rami's gonna look at you too, because she can only hear part of the conversation. I rolled really bad, so.
I just want to. This is just me personally, but I want to know if I'm in any danger. Like any further danger working under this person.
That is a very fair question that I feel everyone should be entitled to the answer of. Pisses me like the dick and off that got to go to these extremes just to make sure you're safe. Anyway.
He's like, I can't cuss. I'm kids.
No, I'm not supposed to
We're
swear.
children.
Mama raised me better. So yeah, this isn't a Dwyer situation. He can watch his language.
Yeah.
And I hate to tell you, but the answer's probably no. But innocent till proven guilty. We stand by that, even if we are suspicious as all get. So I'll be starting at square one then. Sounds good. Is there anyone else of note that you think that I should be looking into? Anyone that I should talk to?
I don't remember if there is. As far as we know, no, right?
Tom?
I want some dirt on Tom.
I mean, I always want dirt on Tom.
I
'cause
also
he's
want dirt on Tom
suspicious,
with this.
That's fair.
but
You
Like,
did just join a
we don't
Facebook
think-
group full of
We don't
Yeah,
think
but
he's a
it's-
threat, but
I don't want to give a private eye information about people.
That's
without
fair.
Their consent.
That's fair.
Worst case, we can ask them later and get back to Justin with more leads.
That's fair.
I don't want to give information about these people who are trying so hard to stay anonymous.
I respect that immensely.
And Andromeda wouldn't either. She'd be like, absolutely not. That's
Yep. Respect that.
Andromeda will tell him, because I don't fully remember all the stuff that she heard. She'll
Okay.
tell him as much as like she remembers everything that she heard. She'll tell
Okay.
him everything that she did hear. She heard like half of it. She heard like, I know, like the hero status and like all that kind of stuff, but she didn't hear a lot of the specifics.
Mm-hmm.
She knows that Trudy was threatening Shirley with like nepotism and
Mhm.
investigating it due to like us getting pushed to like stuff, but that's about all she really knows.
Okay.
I think she might know that. I don't remember fully.
I think so.
Yeah. The two of them heard like everything. I only heard
Yeah.
some of it.
Yeah. Does anyone else share anything with Justin?
Yeah, I think that's about it.
Pretty much everything that
Um,
we heard, I'm assuming.
Yeah, because I don't think there's anything else that would be. Yeah, no, I think that's about it. Because
All right.
I was thinking the physical examination stuff, I guess, with companies.
Sirik?
Yeah, but I mean, depending on.
He was just doing his job, to be
Well,
fair.
yeah, and I guess like having that information isn't necessarily suspicious because it's like they need that information for, the well-being of their employees for
Yeah.
specific physically taxing jobs.
And he only asked about stuff that would be something that needed to be marked anyways.
Yeah,
So he didn't
so-
ask anything like super fucking personal or evasive.
Yeah, so I mean, yeah, nothing else then.
Yep. All right. So Justin's taking notes and he's nodding. He is like tuned in. And so he's like, all right, well, at this point, this calls for, and he opens up like a drawer and pulls out your own folder, and he puts down like a blank folder.
Nerd.
And he opens it and you see like the little tab head, and he writes
Ooh,
down
nerd.
like he's like, all right, are y'all gonna be calling upon this case as a group, or does someone, I'm just gonna call it the gold standard case. Yeah, I'm just gonna, and he writes down like gold standard, jots down like a start date, which would be the day of whatever day this is.
Whatever the date is today.
Yeah,
Whatever the
today.
date is in game.
It's today.
Today?
Today.
He just
No
writes
day, but
today.
today.
Yep.
Shut the fuck up. Don't get that stuck in my head. It's gonna be in my head all stream. Fuck you.
So yeah, and I think actually we'll go for like about 30 more minutes. So before intermission.
Sit break.
So we're gonna end the stream now. No.
Now.
No.
Today.
Hey, congrats, y'all. You got the case
Woo!
opened. I'll
Oh
see
my
y'all in 2
God,
weeks. Bye.
congratulations.
No. So as he starts to put his files in the folder, it's just now how involved or in the loop do you wish to be about this case? Are you going to be one of those receive a call anytime there's an update, or more come to you when I need something from you?
I'm a nosy bitch, so I want everything.
That's great in this line of work, honestly. It's really helpful.
Honestly,
And
so
honestly, it'd be nice to stay up to date considering the fact that we did almost get promoted to the highest
Oh,
level.
right, your lives are in danger.
to
That's
be on
that's
top
kind of
of,
important.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, yeah, that. Yo,
Right,
sorry,
your lives
you're
are
right.
in danger.
Oh, yeah,
Whoops.
you could die. Yeah, no, I'll tell you everything. That's
Whoopsie
fine.
doopsie, totally slipped my mind.
So I
Worst
think we
Sorry.
just, huh?
Worst case, if you can't reach us because we're at work or doing something else, you could always just leave a voicemail.
All
We
right.
can go over it later.
Roman
Sounds
would more
good.
than likely answer her phone no matter what.
Someone's
In the
gonna
middle of a
answer.
meeting, hello.
Yeah, oh, yeah, sorry about this, Shirley. I have to go take this call. It's about, work.
It's a legal matter.
It's
Say it's a family thing. Fuck you. She's smart enough to do that. Fucking
Surely just, I'm gonna pretend I didn't hear that. Nope.
Pretend I didn't hear that.
I did not hear anything to do with a legal matter.
No.
Nope.
Also, I hate to do this. I am actually going to have to call for intermission.
You're good.
Yes.
If you need to.
Oh, I'm good. I will just need to go. So,
Valid.
I'd say we will be back in 10 minutes.
Okie dokie.
We will be moving forward with how Justin is going to go forward with this information, and maybe these three are going to get dragged into it personally. We will see
boy.
That's threatening, Casper.
Good. I'll see you all in
That was a
10
threat.
minutes.
Goodbye.
I clicked the wrong thing. There we go.
Magna.
Magna. I love that
Sweet,
man.
Not there.
sweet boy.
He's not there. What are you talking about? He's not there.
He was there. Fuck you.
He's not there anymore. He's gone.
Well,
He's
like
in
that.
our hearts
Forever and always.
forever.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Also, hi. We're back.
Hello.
Hi,
Hello.
Sorry, we were just talking about Magna because we love him.
Well,
We love him, Jason.
We love him.
what? I mean, that's not what we were talking about before. We were talking about Magna, but then we started
no.
talking
Well,
about Magna.
Well,
Yeah.
that is more pleasant for us to discuss on
We were talking
stream.
about prior.
We were talking
Anyway.
about D&D and how we're playing it. And
Yeah.
coffee. Go buy coffee.
100% what we were
Go
doing.
buy coffee.
Go buy
Coffee.
coffee. Or if you're in Corvallis, Oregon, visit the Conundrum House.
Yeah, and if you want more information on any of what the heck we're talking about, I have put it
There's a
all
link.
in the chat
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
for both Grind and Coffee Co. and Conundrum House, two of our partners and sponsors, and it's just mwah, so
Love
good.
them.
Love
Love
them
them in this
very
house.
much. So yeah, where we left off before that impromptu intermission was that you all gave most of the information that you have to Justin, withholding personal information from people that you have not gotten permission
Yes,
to
consent.
share. Yeah.
Important.
You shared all of the information that you all feel comfortable sharing. And as Justin has opened up a file for you all, Justin kind of looks to you all with this like excited glint in his eyes. He's like, now you'll want to know one of my favorite parts about the job.
And what's that?
This neat party trick. Lauren! And Lauren is on her laptop and she looks at her
Why are
laptop.
you shouting?
You see, she doesn't even jump. She is just,
What do you
yes,
want?
Justin. As her
What do
hands
you
just,
want?
her hands continue typing as
Mhm.
she's not even looking at her computer. She's just like, yes, Justin, as she keeps typing. And Justin's like, I'm gonna need help tracking down someone to talk to, a witness or not a suspect, but we need someone that we can talk to start this whole thing. Can you show them how you do it? And she's like, sure. So she closes her laptop after a moment and
So
stands up
incredibly
and kind of like brushes off her skirt. And just, one of the hardest things about investigating a case is finding out where to start. So I like to help fast track that. Watch. And as she kind of goes over, you see this large framed like photo. It's, let's say it's like a nature, like a mountainous, like kind of snow capped with trees. It's a very lovely shot of like, you know, just nature. And there's like this glint over the glass. And you watch as it kind of starts to warp. And Saris, you get this wave of Fey magic.
Uh-oh.
As you can tell that this is some sort of like scrying divination sort of thing. And as it kind of continues to warp, it goes from like a naturescape to focused in on the last ditch dating service. And as it kind of zooms in, almost like a camera is going in through the window. You see that the dating service, the bar that you all saw, has been kind of opened up for like a midday lunch sort of thing. And it slowly zooms in to someone sitting at one of the tables alone by himself. He has tousled kind of short, well, not short, kind of down to here, like dirty blonde hair. He's very thin and gaunt. He's wearing clothes that look nice, but well worn, like hand-me-downs or something. And his tired eyes are staring down at a plate of food that he's kind of poking at with a fork. And as Lauren kind of, you know, adjusts her shoulders and that's going to want to be the first person you speak with. I'm able to give little nudges on who to talk to, who'd be willing and who's in close proximity. So now the rest of the work is up to you. And she glances over to Justin. And you see as Justin is watching the screen, he is fixated. Like eyes, like Steven Universe star eyes, and this like, oh, it gets me every time. It gets me every time.
Him.
And so it's like, all right, we've been there before. Do y'all want to come with and see how it's done?
Oh no,
I don't
Chubby.
mind. I don't really have anything else planned tonight, and I wouldn't mind seeing Aphrodite again.
All right. Anyone else want to go along with?
Are you a rat, Magna?
Magna?
Magna.
Not Mag. Like, I was thinking about Magna.
Dad?
I mean, me too.
Dad's here.
And Saris is just, oh shit.
I mean, I've spoken to one of your fathers, so.
True.
You've spoken to two.
I have. You're right.
Mhm.
Two of them.
Are you a rat, Sirius?
Yeah. I'm good. I'm okay.
All right.
All good.
Lauren is kind of eyeing you.
Please stop staring at me.
I was unaware that I was staring. My apologies.
You're still doing it.
Oh, now it's intentional.
Oh.
She stops staring at you and she kind of makes her way back to her desk. And as she turns around, you see that the photo on the wall goes right back to the naturescape that it was, completely the way it was. No more hint of fey magic. And she goes back to her desk and sits down and just, Justin, will you be wanting me to attend with you? Or do you mind if I stay here and get a little work done? And just, well, who am I to stop you from getting your stuff done? I try and stop you and this whole place goes under. I know what's best. You go on ahead and get up whatever you need to finish up done and I'll handle the field work. And he starts to gather, he closes up the folder and grabs like a brown shoulder bag that he starts to put the folder in, and he's putting notebooks, and he's got like one of those little handhelds, like handy dandy notebook situation. He grabs the jacket and he throws it over his shoulder instead of putting it on. Not even that cool, like hooked on two fingers thing. He drapes it over his shoulder.
Little nerd.
Has to
As
be
he then-
adjusting it.
And then he puts like the shoulder bag so that the strap is on top of the coat to like weigh it down to
What a
hold it.
goof.
But he's
What a goofball.
What
and
a
you just-
goof.
all right. Last ditch dating service. Let's go.
I just want to note, I put a very important note of Justin's a little nerd
in
in my notebook.
Yep.
Just for future reference.
And as Justin kind of heads towards the door, Justin gives like a, oh, I need to move the couch back. Hold on. And Lauren, just don't worry, I got it. As she just says, so she's opened up her laptop and has started typing again. And Justin's like, you sure? And she's like, yeah, I think I could probably use the exercise. Don't you worry. And Justin's
Mommy? Sorry. Mommy? Sorry. Mommy?
You know what's coming. You know what's
and
happening.
Lauren gives a follow-up of just be safe out there. And as she says that, Saris, you feel this little wash of fey magic go over Justin. And he's just like, all right, Will, do you stay safe in here? All right, y'all. We ready? Saris, you good?
Yep, I'm good.
All right. Well, I'm going to trust you at your word because Lauren says I need to practice doing that. So, all right, let's go. And Justin heads out of the office.
Leaves us in the dust. It's fine.
Uh,
Yeah, I follow at least.
Okay, Rami follows.
Yep.
Dee Dee.
Same with
Saris?
Dee Dee.
All right.
Just heading on out.
Seriously,
Saris,
I want to be anywhere but here.
Saris, do you make sure to not leave last or do you leave last?
I'm never usually the last one to leave the room. That's usually Dee Dee.
Okay. All right.
But I feel
that
like
case-
Saris would hold the door open.
Okay. So if you're holding the door open for Dee Dee and as she steps out, that kind of leaves you and Lauren alone in the room.
Ew, no.
for a moment.
No, that's too long.
And in that moment, you feel things kind of not stop, but slow for just a brief moment. And while everything else is slowed, Lauren is just, she stops typing and looks over to you at regular speed and just keep him safe. That's all I ask.
Only if you don't do that again. This thing.
Oh,
You know
sorry.
you know
I
what
figured
you're
that you clearly knew.
I did. Just not sure how I feel about it just yet.
Well, let me ask you this. Does that really matter?
Nope.
No.
Sure
I'm here to
doesn't.
help. I'm here to help Justin, and Justin's here to help you. I think that's what matters, right?
Yep.
And as long as you keep being whatever this is, we'll be fine.
Terrifying.
Thank you.
Oh, yes, that was a
Oh,
compliment.
thank you. I guess
Those are kind of new for me.
I could tell. No offense. But you're doing.
None taken.
You're getting there. Good job.
Oh, thank you. It's really hard. People like you are all so interesting. But Justin keeps things fun, so I like to stick around.
Okay. Well.
Goodbye.
Okay.
Okay.
I gotta go.
Anyway, and time gets back to regular speed.
And
She's
Sarah
fucking
just closes
scary.
the door and leaves.
Yeah,
She's scary, Casper. I love her. She's fucking scary.
she's great.
Yeah, Sarah's just kind of like hurries up to get with the rest of the group.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It wouldn't
be here
take long
anymore.
since time had slowed, so thankfully that won't take too long.
Yeah.
I don't
but-
want to be here anymore.
Yep.
Then you
And
go
so
home.
Justin puts it in his maps on his phone that it'll take about let's say like a 7-minute walk.
Oh, you're real close.
Yeah. So you're kind of on the outer part of town. Like you're still in town proper, but you're like a little further on the edge of the business district. So kind of getting into the outskirts of the business district. And you are able to relatively quickly get to Last Shading Service. Does anyone posit any questions or start any conversation during the trek over?
Nothing serious, like just fuck around kind of vibes. But
Okay.
because Rami already gave all the information.
I feel
Mhm.
like as they get closer, Sarah should probably just bring up. Do we all want to go in and ask questions, or just some of us go in? Because 4 of us going in and scaring the living shit out of this.
I can stay
one
outside.
person.
I could do that.
I wasn't kidding. I actually was gonna say hi to Aphrodite while we were here, so
Okay.
I can always do that.
I can also stay outside and say absolutely nothing.
No, you can if
Oh,
I'm
you
not-
mean I'm going in there alone? I thought I was
No.
having friends with me.
But I
No,
can
wait.
come in. I just like while we're here, I'm gonna say hi. To
I'll
Aphrodite.
stand on the other side of the door. Away from Dee Dee because I don't think she wants me to stand outside. So you can just you and then me like maybe 5 paces down the block.
I can come with you if you'd like.
Is this to Justin?
Yeah.
I mean, like, I don't need an audience. It's just kind of cool to have one. It's kind of cool to have an audience.
I was gonna come in anyways to say hi to Aphrodite, so I don't mind coming in and watching you do your thing.
Okay.
Like I'd
Alright.
like to listen and I'd like to learn. I just don't want to scare this person, and they seem like having a group of strangers come in and start asking personal questions might be a bit strange.
You know, that's That's so smart. You know what? I get it. All right. Well, I'll be able to fill you in on whatever you don't hear. You kind of looks to Dee Dee. Just take some deep breaths of fresh air. And looks to Rami. And you're with me. All right, let's go. And he kind of like takes the shoulder bag off, takes off the coat, puts back on the shoulder bag, and then dramatically, with a flourish, throws on the trench coat and is like, all right, let's go.
What a little fucking nerd.
With his bag still underneath the coat as he goes in.
What a oh my Jesus.
Of course.
As he goes in, so confident.
My fucking god. And she'll follow. Nothing flourishing like that, but you know.
There is no sense of hesitancy with him, no sense of caution.
He's gonna walk up and be like, what do you know?
Who are you
The
and what do you
queerest
know?
private eye in existence.
And he's just a doof.
He's just an
A
absolute
whole
little
doof.
nerd.
So Rami, you follow as Justin walks in, and you see, you know, some of the skeletons behind the counter.
I forgot about the skeletons. I love them.
Of like, you hear, like, you see one of them, it's two skeletons you don't recognize. You see one of them just like, you know, it's like, hey buddy, you were just here a few weeks ago, you back so soon? Did it not work last time? And Justin's, oh no, I'm here for a case actually. And it's like, case, I thought that was your name. And Justin gives like an actual laugh. Like, you're right, it is. Oh, you remember my last name.
Oh my god.
Justin!
What a little
Oh
nerd.
my god! What a goofball!
And
Just
so
happy somebody remembers him.
yeah, honestly. And so you see like kind of the skeletons acknowledge you, and Justin, looking so proud of himself, is just like, don't you worry, she's with me. And then he goes into the other room.
I've been here before.
Oh my god.
Oh my god!
He's so excited.
Little nerd. She's gonna follow him.
He feels
Like,
so cool right
I've been
now.
here before.
He feels so cool.
I've met the owner.
I don't even know if Justin's met the owner.
Well, he will today.
Yeah, I feel like he will. So
Oh god damn it, Justin.
you walk into the dining area,
God.
and you see that very gaunt but very pretty man is seated alone at the table. He's now eaten about a half of his food and just seems to be kind of flipping very mindlessly through a magazine. As Justin just, all right, I've learned the best approach is approach like a new friend. Watch this. And as Justin kind of
Always does it, so yeah.
Justin saunters over the table and puts a hand on one of the chairs. He's like, hey, excuse me, but is this seat taken? And the gentleman kind of looks at the paper and it's like, no, it is not. Are you interested? And Justin's like, yes, actually. Justin's like, yes, actually. That's why I asked. Is it? If I sit here and
He doesn't know what this place is, I don't think.
and the gentleman just, well, I will certainly not turn down the company.
God damn it.
Yes. He's like, oh, do you mind if my friend comes and sits with us? And he just that certainly wouldn't be a first for me. No, that's fine. As
Why?
Do I see this interaction?
Yes.
Can I hear it?
Yes.
Oh god damn it.
you are
Okay.
hearing every word of this and seeing every moment of this.
Before she's gonna walk over and just Justin, can I talk to you real quick?
Oh yeah, sorry.
Just,
Kind of
like, over here real quick.
looks back over to him. He's like, sorry, this is my friend here. I'll be right back. And you see him go, cute for a girl.
And Justin, do you know what this place is known for? and
Have,
what
have
it
you pulled
does?
Justin away, or are you still at the
she does.
table?
She
Okay.
pulls him away. Just, do you know what happens here?
And Justin, yeah, you come and talk to people here, right?
Sweet,
Justin,
sweet sunshine.
one
What?
of the most well-known events here is a speed dating thing.
Right? But they host those at grocery stores sometimes when they're in a real
Okay,
pinch for
But
finances.
that's like the thing it's known for, Justin. He
Oh,
thinks you're flirting with him.
you watch as his blue skin turns purple as blood rushes to his face.
And he thinks that you just invited me into the flirt. Just
Oh.
so you know.
Oh, I'm so
No, it's
sorry.
fine.
Oh,
I just wanted to make sure you were like really aware of that.
No, you watch the blush go down his neck.
Yeah.
Just
maybe just like a restart. Just like a quick restart.
yeah.
That'd be good,
Give me a second.
Yeah.
He walks over, flustered as all hell, back to the table.
Fucking
I'm sorry.
loser!
Can I try this whole thing again? Can we try from the top? And it's just sure, we can restart the scene. Whatever makes you happiest. And Justin's like, that's let me try again. And Justin walks away.
So much worse. Goddamn.
Justin,
Robbie's gonna come over, like just sit down next to him. She's like, this is taking too long. Just we're here to ask you a couple questions. We're not here to flirt. Sorry about the weird. I'm Rami. She's gonna stick out her hand and shake it. She's like, I'm not doing this.
I'll admit I was enjoying the show, but I do appreciate the straightforwardness. Hello. And he very daintily offers a hand. Anthony Larock.
I knew it.
Anthony Laurent. Well, it's French, so it's like spelled Laurent, but Anthony Laurent.
Okay.
God damn it.
Yep.
The timeline is just
There's no timeline.
broken.
There's no timeline.
You fucking little buffoon.
Justin has awkwardly sat down in a chair at the table and is kind of like fiddling with his thumbs in his lap. And after you two start do your back and forth, Anthony kind of looks over to Justin. It's like, all right, well, let's try this again, shall we? Hello, my name is Anthony Laurent. What is your name? And he offers a hand, and Justin just in case, just in case. Because just in case, you call just in case. I'm a private eye. And he offers a hand, and you watch as Anthony pulls a hand back. You're a badge wearer?
No.
And Justin, all right. By that tone, no. It's yes, but not like that. Valid, I get it, but I promise you, I just want to ask some questions. And you watch quickly as Anthony, last time I talked to someone with a badge, I spent the weekend in prison. All right, so if you could, or in holding, I guess it wouldn't be prison. I spent a weekend in holding. So can we?
And Andromeda's just, we're here to ask a couple questions about Gold Standard. I work there. And there's a chance that we might be in more danger than what I would like to be.
Probably.
Yeah. We had some stuff happen where we almost got promoted to hero status after maybe not even a month of being there.
I'd say you've probably been there for like a month and a half or so.
Yeah. And we heard some things through walls that we're a little worried about.
And this brought you to me?
That would be something you have to ask Justin about. We just hired him.
He looks over to Justin. It's just, I got a friend who's got like a scrying painting. It's like a scrying mirror, but it's not a mirror. It's a painting. It's really pretty. But she can use it to help point me in the right direction. It's really handy. It's kind of like, when you start a video game mission and they give you that anyway. So yeah, and it showed you, and so we came here and figured that you might be someone worth talking to. So I promise you, I just want to know about your experiences with Gold Standard, if you have any, right? Anything you'd like us to know, and then we will leave you be. I promise that is all that I need to know. I don't care anything else. I mean, as long as you're okay. Because if you need something, then I can help it. And Anthony just, I can take care of myself. Thank you very much. I'm quite good at that. if we want to talk about this, I will not be doing it in this room.
I'm alright with that.
Walls have ears, and they have cameras and recording devices. So, no thank you. And Justin kind of looks around the room and is like, well, unless we're able to use a broom closet, I'm not sure if they got any available rooms that we could use. Anthony just, what would he say? I think he would. It's like, what, do you not have your private eye office with the tinted glass where the fatale comes up and tries to whisk you off to some case? Dick? And Justin just, no, it's Justin. And Anthony stands up. I will meet you all outside. Come at your leisure.
All right.
And Anthony steps away from the table and walks over into the hall. Saris, are you inside or outside?
Probably awkwardly standing 5 paces away from Dee Dee.
Outside.
Yeah, outside.
I imagine that you're both like on either side of the door.
Yeah.
Like spread out. Yeah. And so Anthony opens the door and you both turn.
We're gonna jump him, guys. Come on.
Anthony goes outside and you both turn your head to see the gentleman that you're here to speak with. And he looks quickly to Dee Dee and then over to you, Saris, and just steps outside and lets the door shut behind him.
Gonna fight.
Kind of awkwardly steps onto the sidewalk and just looks at the two of you and just, are you two waiting for somebody?
We just didn't want to be inside.
Hold up. Sounds like someone in the buildings.
Let me go. I'm gonna keep going.
Yeah.
'Cause I'm inside.
Yeah, go ahead and check that. So Rami and not Rami, Dee Dee, Saris. So you respond with, I just didn't want to be out inside.
Didn't want to overwhelm with all the questions.
Oh, so you're here with
Also, did they not?
With Doofus Gumshoe and whoever was with him.
What did he do?
Just talked.
No questions?
Well, yes, but I said I wasn't going to speak until we got out from there. So hopefully they should be joining us any moment, but if you're with them, then looks to you, Saris looks over to Dee Dee. Are both of you with the detective?
Well,
is there a reason that you are standing out here like you're waiting to ambush someone coming out of the door?
No, I had a
I
really
do
bad
have a knife,
experience here.
just so you know.
no, this has nothing to do with knives. I'm just standing over here because I didn't want to make her uncomfortable. I have a habit of doing that.
Well, my apologies. Kind of steps out from in front of the door. Like,
I have a knife. No.
No.
Put it. No, don't get it out. I don't want to see it.
We're fine. I social interaction makes me anxious. I didn't want to be in the building.
So at about this point, Rami and Saris likely come outside. Justin, yeah, sorry.
Who's on first? What's
on second? I don't know who's on third.
Base. Yeah, third base.
God. So yeah, you both come out to see, well, not see and feel this awkward energy that's developed immediately in between Saris, Rami, and Anthony. What was that, Chelsea?
It's just she walks out and just sees like Saris and Dee Dee on 2 separate sides of the door. It's probably Dee Dee looks like she's about to cry more than she was before.
Yeah.
I can feel the vibes and just what happened?
We were threatened with a knife. We didn't do
I thought you were.
anything.
you two are waiting on both sides of the door. And listen, I have enough experience to know that that is never a welcoming sign.
Do I look like I'm going to ambush you?
I have learned that anyone can ambush anyone.
I'm
All
like
right,
a
I can't
freaking
trust.
beanpole.
Dee who's like
I am
5'1".
also a beanpole and can kill someone.
But
all
you
right?
have the knife and I don't.
Hey! Anyways, no one is going to ambush anybody, and I'd like to be able to have a conversation with our new friend. Anthony, this is Cirrus and Dee. I apologize for how awkward our group ends up being most times.
I mean, got off on quite a start. And he looks over to Justin, but kind of just...
It's kind of how it always is.
Man, I thought I was gonna get laid. Now shit's just awkward.
Then they ended up being a private eye.
Damn it. Asking questions about gold standard. Fuck.
Fuck.
Damn.
That is not how I thought that conversation was going to go.
Oh, it started out so strong.
We started off real strong.
And it got so weird.
So Justin just... Right, so where would you feel most comfortable speaking, Anthony? And just... There is a park not far from here. It's very public, very open, but we will have enough space so that no one can hear us. They can see us, but they cannot hear us. I don't want anyone hearing what I'm about to say, but I want to make sure that I am not alone with this group of gold standard. So.
Wait, is this the same park where we took Quill? It's like the interrogation park.
You did take Quill to a park.
It's just interrogation park.
Yes, it is. It is the same park that you took Quill
good.
to.
I love that.
You met Quill at. Yeah.
I love that.
So Anthony you all would walk there. It was very quick. I'd say it's also very awkward. As you're talking, like Justin kind of like will at first ask questions in regards to gold standard, and Anthony just not until we're at the park. And Justin, so can you tell us a bit about yourself outside of gold standard? Just stuff you'd like us to know? And Anthony just, and as you're walking, yes, my name is Anthony Larock. If you need to ask how to spell it, that is fine. Everyone does. 2, I am a former adventurer. That wasn't exactly what I expected to be, and that's where I was. And I am now, what would you call it? Worker of the streets, so to speak. And I'm very proud of what I do, and I am very good at it. And that is honestly why I did not want to talk to you, because your type, and he kind of looks to Justin, don't tend to be the most, and Justin's, oh no, well, you see, there's a reason that I'm not on the division. There's a reason I'm not on the force. So but I get, you know what? You're still valid. And Anthony, thank you. And kind of just continues, and kind of just, you see him slowly kind of, I like long romantic walks on the beach to whoever may be of concern to. And my favorite flowers are daffodils, as he kind of leads you all into the park and kind of looks around, just like, unless anyone has any particular draw, I will find us a seat. But you see, like, there's some picnic tables where there's not a lot of people sitting. There's like some grassy areas that are kind of shaded by some trees in the field. You actually see the same group of, like, the same area where y'all brought Quill to is actually available.
Oh, we gotta go there. We gotta do interrogation park. Interrogation park. We gotta go to the same spot.
All right, so Sarah starts heading towards the same spot where y'all had interrogated Quill, and Justin and Anthony, without this knowledge, just follow. Like, oh, all right. You all get to the table and get settled in, and Justin just, all right. So, may we now ask about an answer? Yes. Now you may ask. Thank you for respecting my boundaries. Continue. And Justin just, right. So they came to me because they fear that their lives might be in danger. And Anthony, probably. And Justin, great. That wasn't one of the questions, but thank you for your answer. And so I just want to know what your experience with gold standard might be. Also, since they are the ones who brought me on, do you mind if they possibly ask you a few questions if they have any? And Anthony kind of looks you all over and just, you all may ask me any questions you have. I have the right to not answer. But if I have the answer and wish to share, I will happily do so. All right? Wonderful. So, your first question. Now, this is DM to players, a bit of a meta thing. How involved do you want to be in the questioning? Meaning, would your character ask questions? Would your character be involved at all? Or do you think your character would simply let the detective handle it?
If Dee Dee didn't have severe social anxiety and this motherfucker did not verbally threaten them with a potential knife, maybe. But no.
Yep.
I think Andromeda, I don't know what questions she'd ask, but I know she'd mostly let Justin handle it because it is Justin, like that's his whole job.
Yeah.
But anything, because I don't know what questions she would ask.
Yeah.
But she definitely would.
Okay. And Saris?
Sarah's probably wouldn't because they hired Justin to do this job and it's private investigator. So having the people that hired him lead this aspect of the investigation is kind of weird. So he's probably just gonna like hang out and listen.
The things we fudge for D&D.
Yeah, I was gonna say this is probably the most involved he's going to be in the interrogation process.
Okay.
It's just being there.
Okay. Dee Dee, you wouldn't notice this. Saris, I'll leave it up to you if you do notice. Rami, I will say, since you're kind of involved in the conversation, you do notice that Anthony is kind of starting to relax now that you're all outside in the open space. And since it like seems that Justin is clearly actually respecting the boundaries that he's putting, and you all are polite, like he seems to be kind of calming down. And you notice that Justin, something Anthony said at some point has kind of made Justin become more careful with his wording. Not out of like a fear, but more like he's gotten more serious. And just, so what was your, let's start with the basics. What was your job at Gold Standard, if you don't mind, Anthony? Well, for about, I do believe 9 months, I was an intern, which was almost the entirety of my planned internship. I got the job because I wanted to send money back to my parents. They were more so, not so much anymore, but they were struggling very much. So I got the job to put my skills to use and to help my family. Right. And I was mostly running errands for a while. The simple coffee runs or checking for the fairy dragons in the attic of the sorority houses or whatever, that sort of thing. And I then started to get suspicious of certain higher-ups. And I have been known to be quite nosy, especially when I think that people of power are abusing their power. And I like to get to the bottom of things. I have been known to make quite a powerful Molotov cocktail in a pinch. And I think that someone might have gotten wind of my snooping, I guess you would call it. And I got a sudden promotion. Me and a handful of other interns who weren't exactly ready or expecting a promotion. This for me was supposed to be a very part-time job a temporary job until I found something better. Then I got offered a promotion with better pay. Now, as someone who's been in my line of work for as long as I have been, it was quite nice to have someone tell me that I was good at my job and offer me more money because I was good at my job. And then they sent me and a few others on what turned out to basically be a suicide mission. Oh, but we didn't know that. They didn't give us that information before they sent us out. And I am the only one left to live with the consequences. Oh, love it. And Justin. All right, and so the rest of your team, they died. I almost did, but the search team found me right around when I was starting to in and out blackout. Oh, and there was no welcoming party when I came back. I was actually met with one of my superiors at the hospital who came to tell me that my job was terminated. I apparently was no longer in mental or physical shape to be handling the job, and so they let me go. And because of the kind of work it is, apparently they can do that. They joke about hazard pay. They joke. And once they let you go, they really let you go. They don't provide any sort of compensation. So going from employed to unemployed while still in the hospital, I'm still paying those bills off. And my line of work isn't known for making a lot of money. So you can take that back to whoever you are working under and tell them to go fuck themselves. And Justin I understand the frustration, but they didn't do anything. And oh, I know they didn't do anything. I'm saying they can pass that along to their bosses, whoever's, whatever. And Justin gives a nod. Right. And you've had no further contact with Gold Standard since? None at all? No unemployment? No, except suddenly I became near unhireable. Most other jobs that I tried to get, it was almost as if they knew my name and they knew not to hire me. Trust me, I tried everything. I tried the 1111. I tried the gods, goddesses, and other sprightly deities everywhere. And anything with any ties to Gold Standard would not hire me. Whether it was a frequent spot for the higher ups at Gold Standard, or if it is a company that is known for directly working with. You ever heard of a smear campaign, Justin? Yeah, actually, I've learned about a lot of smear campaigns. Actually, it's fair. Yes, I have. Right, and that's not only a thing that happens to politicians or royalty or famous performers. It can happen when a big company decides that you succeeding elsewhere is a threat. They broke me and made everyone else think it was my fault. And Justin, I am very sorry that happened. But I promise you, I'm going to figure out what the best way to take this to court is. Well, if you figure anything out, please let me know. It'll have to be pro bono or whatever it is that you all call it, because I don't have the money. And Justin, I wouldn't charge you. Don't worry. Do you remember any names of anyone specific? And of other coworkers or of superiors, ideally? Right. Honestly, I don't remember a lot about my time at Gold Standard before. My memory has gotten rather spotty since the incident, but there was a woman, long, dark brown hair, pale. She always was dressed so characteristic of a caricature of a boss. Very basic name. Trisha. Trudy. Oh, is she still there?
Yeah.
then you're probably on a hit list of some kind. So I'm very sorry, darlings, but this is not looking good for you.
Thanks for the honesty.
Do you think I would still be here if I didn't know how to be a little honest?
No, I don't think so. She's the whole reason we're looking into this and the reason that we reached out to Justin and have now reached out to you.
Well, if there is anything that any of you are to quote me on, you can write my whole name after this quote, all right? But Trudy, whatever her name is a parasite. I would call her a cockroach, but at least cockroaches, I'm sure, do something for the environment. She is scum of the, and he kind of starts mumbling in French and then kind of comes back to and just, and the best thing that you all can do is to get yourselves as far away from her as you can, because if she decides that she wants to, she will ruin your life.
I got that. Yeah.
I was a very different person before the incident. I could be in dark spaces. I could be in small spaces before. When they've promoted you, have you been made hero status yet?
No, we haven't. We, with the help of our supervisor, Shirley, if you worked with her.
I did not, but another member on my team did before, spoke very highly of her. Actually, a few people on that team had once worked under Shirley.
She's the whole reason we didn't get directly promoted.
Maybe she remembers it as well as I do.
She does, clearly.
Or maybe even better. You see, I'm kind of just fine. All right. And you offered this promotion when?
Today.
Today.
Yeah. We overheard later after we came back from a task that we were sent on for Shirley. Overheard some conversations that made us a little more worried than we already had been. Trudy is apparently looking into nepotism within the office and threatened Shirley a little bit about her sticking up for us.
That fits what I've heard about her. Sorry, headache. It happens whenever I try to remember anything.
Hey, Casper. Give me a second. Because Andromeda's like kind of been watching them loosely, and like that sentence alone is like, I just want to be sure. She's actually going to say that she's doing this because she doesn't want him to notice and be like, what the fuck are you doing?
Yeah.
Would you mind if I check something really quick? With everything we've learned and experienced with Gold Standard so far, I don't trust them to not magically block something. I just want to see. I'm not going to remove it unless you want, if there is something, but I do need to cast to be able to see.
Sure, thank you for asking.
Yeah, she's going to cast just a first level detect magic.
All right. I am sorry. I know I ask this every single time anyone casts it. How does this work?
So for the duration, it is a up to 10 minutes concentration.
Okay.
You can sense the presence of magic within 30 feet of you. If you sense magic in this way, you can use your action to see a faint aura around any visible creature or object in the area that bears magic, and you learn the School of Magic. The spell can penetrate most barriers, but is blocked by the stone. So basically, I can sense that there is magic and what school it is with an action which she's going to take.
Cool.
To do that.
Cool. So because I want to be cinematic, it's gonna be a little more than just sensing it. So you cast detect magic as you're kind of like looking over Anthony, And you see him, he has his elbows down on like the wood of the table and he's rubbing his temple. And right as he goes to kind of rub his neck, and he has his head tilted, the spell activates. And you see what looks to be almost this like tumorous mass of energy that has wrapped itself kind of around Antony's neck and is like kind of like on his head and on the like upper part of his back. And it radiates some sort of eldritch magic. One that you're vaguely familiar with from Holston.
Oh, that's different.
That's suspicious. I don't like that one.
All I could think of was that scene from the second Hellboy movie where it's like, cute kid. I'm not a kid. I'm a tumor.
Yeah.
That's all I could think of.
Lord. So yeah, that's what you get. You see it, and it's kind of like undulating a bit.
Stop with the
I
word.
That's
The
not
word.
it, bro. I don't
And
like
it's
that
like
one.
wrapped around. And as you see Antony kind of sitting there for a second, and as he kind of rubs he turns his head. And as he turns his head, you watch the magic kind of like morph over to the other side and push down on Antony's head. So it just looks like it is perpetually pushing him towards discomfort.
That's
and he
disgusting.
And as Antony then begins to speak again, it's just what would prompt this is Justin would continue the conversation as you did your checking, and Justin just, do you mind if I ask what the incident was, what you remember of the incident? And Justin just, Antony just, I remember a cave. There was a cave about 2 hours north from here, just on some hillside, that we were supposed to go in and try to find mimics. Very standard. There was a whole cavern of statues honoring historical figures. I don't know. They were just random people. It was a very strange sighting. And as Antony kind of pauses, you literally watch as the mass.
Keep the spell up while he's talking.
You watch as the smoke or the whatever this mass is literally goes into Antony's mouth.
Ew.
Up his nose, in his ears, over his eyes.
Ugh.
And Antony's, and all of you will see, well, Dee Dee and Justin and Saris, you will see this without the mask.
Yeah.
Rami, you see it with the mask. Antony kind of opens his eyes and they are just glazed over. And just possibly a chest piece or a cup. I don't, there was ball. There was a pointy ball. There was, and he starts to mutter in what sounds like, it almost fluctuates between like French and Polish, and just keeps going back and forth between these two languages, as he then every now and then seems to remind himself to pull back into English. But after a while, and what he is saying makes no sense. Yeah, it is.
Andromeda will just, Antony, you don't have to keep talking. It's all right. Stop. Seriously.
And he sits and he puts his hands down, and you watch as just slowly comes out of the nose, out of the mouth. It kind of uncovers the eyes, and he suddenly just looks very just exhausted, just beat, and just anytime I try.
Andromeda?
Do you want to know what I see? Not even looking at the rest of the group, just at Antony.
It is my body and my brain. I want to know.
All right. I am going to warn you. Me being aware of it and making you aware of it might hurt.
Life hurts, darling. I can handle it.
Okay. So we recently went on a mission to Holston.
Where?
Along the Brandywine River.
Anyway.
And we had a interaction with something that I learned was an eldritch summons. Whatever is affecting you, whatever is causing you to not remember, is very similar to what we saw. And every time that you talk or try to think about what happened, the best way I can describe it is like a tumor, a very, very large tumor that'll overtake when you speak.
And you said Eldritch?
Correct. At least it feels like that.
Summon?
Maybe. I know it's Eldritch. It's very similar to what we experienced in Holston, so.
Kind of proceeds to mutter a bit in a not common.
Fair.
Just I remember I remember that the statues had strange markings on their faces. And as he's talking, you watch the smoke. Again, only Rami can see this. But Dee Dee and Saris, now that you've heard Rami's explanation, you do.
He's uncomfortable.
I love the jingle.
Great jingle.
We got to that point of the episode. Dee Dee's uncomfortable. No, she's been uncomfortable.
She's uncomfortable. She's been uncomfortable.
She's been uncomfortable
That's
for like
not
14
new.
sessions now. So
15 sessions.
15
On session
sessions.
14, right?
Let's be honest, she's been uncomfortable for much longer than this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
she's been uncomfortable her entire life.
Pre-game discomfort.
Oh God. So, but you two and Justin watch as Anthony. It's almost like he has to like pull his own teeth to share information. He is struggling, and he kind of keeps cycling through languages, and his language will get broken and then come back to.
I can try to spell in it. I can do my best.
If you can try. And at this point, Rami, when Anthony speaks, it's almost like as he speaks, like ooze is kind of coming out of his mouth, as if the energy has tainted everything in him. And just, if you can, I try.
One second. How long ago did the incident happen? Do you know?
A couple of years ago, I've been doing this for a few years.
My only concern is, I'm going to be entirely blunt with you. It's not just outwardly, I don't think. I think whatever this is throughout your entire body. You can try to dispel it. I don't think any of us are. We can try, but I would be worried about negative side effects of it. Removing something that seems like it's a part of you now.
The trick, darling, is that I don't want it there anymore. So
I figured. I just wanted to be honest with you.
I appreciate the warning, but I would like you. He looks to you, Dee Dee. Try.
Yeah. She's just gonna start going through her stuff for anything that she needs, and then she's gonna try casting.
While that's happening, Andromeda's gonna send, because this was how she learned. She's gonna just do like a really just quick like prayer, like, "Hey, can you help at all?
Thespis,
please,
You're kind of calling for Thespis.
Please help. This bitch might die.
I'd like to phone a friend.
I'd like to phone a friend.
Hey God,
Hey, God.
Despus!
Are you there?
Are you there, God? It's me, Andromeda!
Rami, are you doing anything specific to try and get a nudge, or are you kind of like, hey, Thespis, it's me, help?
Sing a jingle.
Do a little
Like a
dance.
good neighbor, Thespus is there.
Like a good patron, Thespis is there.
I love that.
I think. Hold on, let me look at the
All I can think of instead of All State, it's All Saints.
All Saints.
Oh my God.
She might actually look at oh my god, I just blanked. Dee Dee. Sorry, I'm just do you want help with it? Because I also can do it.
Sure.
Alright.
Wow, I'm getting deja vu.
Oh my god!
And Justin is like, I don't got that one memorized, so I'm gonna sit back and
Me neither,
Sweet
Justin.
boy.
Me neither. We'll sit.
Justin and
same
Cirrus.
hat.
Hey.
Same hat, Justin. Yeah.
Yeah, oh, Justin,
Yeah.
1000%.
What the fuck is that, Justin?
It's like that one Disney movie.
No. I
No.
don't. No.
Don't bring that rat into this!
No, it's not the
The
rat,
rat.
it's the robot.
The rat.
Fizney, the rat.
Yeah,
Oh,
Ricky
yeah.
Rat.
Ricky Rat.
Ricky Rat.
The Hall of Governors.
The
The Hall of
Don't
House
remind-
Representatives.
All of the House of Representatives.
Why is it all I can think of is the House of Mayors, and there's a wax statue of Roger in there?
Fisney Park is getting worse by the minute.
Someone spray painted woof woof.
Every time the Roger statue speaks, somebody in the audience just goes, "Awooga!" Like, just... That's the only reason why people go in there now.
It's for the Roger growl.
It's for the
Yeah.
Roger growl and someone to just go "Awooga" in the audience. It's a random teenager. Every single time.
Oh,
Anyway, what are we
Anyway,
doing?
this is important.
Okay, so Rami and Dee Dee are
Spell
casting the
magic.
spell magic, and Justin and Saris are sitting there watching in shock and awe.
Wow, deja vu.
I know, right?
Yeah,
She's
right?
going to try through the casting of it to
Okay,
reach out to Thespis.
all right.
Jesus fucking Christ.
So-
I can do more magically in this one than I could prior.
So, how does it's been a long time since we used dispel magic.
I can pull it up.
Basically, any spell of 3rd level or lower on the target ends.
Nope.
Each spell of 4th level or higher on the target makes an ability check using your spellcasting ability, and the DC equals 10 plus the spell's level. On a successful check, the spell ends.
All right. Cool.
I love the anything less than 3rd level. Nope.
Nope.
Fly here, kids.
Nope.
Nope.
Uh-uh.
No, it ain't gonna be that easy. All right.
Of course not.
So what I'm gonna do is, because both of you are doing it, I'm going to roll at disadvantage. So like I rolled twice since you're both casting it, and I'll take the
So
lower number.
So
Okay.
we have to roll it.
Oh, you
Yeah,
have
we
to
roll
roll
it.
it.
So
Oh,
basically,
okay.
If it's not a spell, attach a spell level to
Right.
it, and the DC is 10 plus whatever that number is. So like
Okay.
10 plus 8 if it's an 8th level, or 10 plus 9, that kind of thing. So we have to roll it.
All right, both of you roll, please.
Everyone started saying numbers and my brain shut off.
Oh, shit.
I don't even know what's happening.
I fucking love you, Jason.
I just heard like 10 plus this level number, and I was like,
I rolled pretty good.
What'd you roll?
I rolled a 19.
I rolled an 18.
Hey!
Great.
we didn't
So-
roll up here.
Roll, Jason, roll.
So,
I didn't.
What? Please tell me what it was.
It was an 8.
I love the roll, Jason, roll.
All I'm imagining is Sirius letting out a crisp fart.
What?
Anyways, I
What is
rolled a 19.
to do with
You rolled
anything?
a
All
19.
right.
He's
Now
not
you-
doing anything and you rolled an 8. I don't fucking know.
roll to Saris fart? What is
Well, as a DM, I say with your 19 and 18,
Oh my fucking
Um,
god.
all four of you, so you
Fucking
three and Justin,
crying.
kind of watch as the spell is cast, and I'll say Rami.
I still have my concentration because dispel magic is not a concentration spell. So
Oh, damn. So yeah, as you're watching, you see magic kind of glimmer over Anthony, almost like this kind of like a blanket of magic is kind of going over them and is wrapping around the sort of like tumorous moving. And after a few moments, Rami, you don't hear anything, but Rami, what you do notice is your call is answered.
Oh shit.
As you see a kind of like disembodied pair of hands, small, darker complexion with multicolored painted nails, kind of going and grabbing hold of the lump.
Rip that bitch out.
All I can think of is the videos where it's like you put your hand in the box without knowing what's on the inside.
It is-
Ew, 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 ew,
That's just like,
It's moving. I hate this. It's fleshy and it's moving.
Rami, what the fuck?
What the fuck? I'm just trying to be a good patron.
Cora in the background, just like, what the fuck is going on?
As Thespis is sitting there, their hands gone, and it's just like, oh, it moved. Anyway,
there's a lot happening.
you watch
This
as
is such an intense, serious moment. But
it really is. It
I'm so
really
sorry,
is.
Anthony. You got
Yeah,
done
me
dirty
too,
again.
Anthony.
Better.
You got done
Um,
dirty again.
Yeah. I mean, he
Yeah.
died last time I used him on screen, so let's see what happens this time.
No!
Christ.
Let him live, Jesus. Just
He
for that
died in
fact.
my Call of Cthulhu one shot I did. So anyway,
Fun.
so you watch as these hands, Rami, these very familiar hands, and Saris, I'll say that you feel a very familiar energy, and I will say you do recognize it as kind of like a Thespis,
That's
kind of
nice.
like it's just like a
There's some
It's
big
kinda there.
Thespis vibes here.
The sensation of a puff of glitter.
yeah. So you don't see it; it's not on your clothes
just
or anything.
feel
But you
it.
feel it,
I
yeah.
just feel like there's glitter all over my body and I can't get
And yeah,
it.
that's the Thespis feel.
You'll find one piece of glitter on your face later.
One.
And it'll
one.
look like a freckle.
And you won't notice it for like 2 hours, but a lot of other people will see it and go,
Quill will
is
see it
that
and be like,
glitter?
what the fuck?
And Sarah's like, I wasn't around glitter. I never touched any glitter.
Oh, Thespis. But you actually watch as the hands kind of go in and the fingers kind of dig into the mass.
Oh, wow. All right.
You all watch as Anthony's eyes roll back
Oh.
in his head, and his eyes are almost completely white from how far back his eyes have rolled.
Oh my God.
And Rami, you
What is
watch
this?
as the mass yanks from Thespis's grasp,
Ugh.
and the rest of you watch as Anthony moves with the grasp and gets his head slammed against the table
Oh, shit.
as the mask pulls away. And none of you, it basically looks like someone grabbed Anthony's hair and slammed him down, but you didn't see that happen.
I don't know
it
if
was
we're going
just
to need Dispel Magic. I think we're going to need an Exorcist.
He's gonna have a panic attack.
cool. Yeah.
The huge, just the huge.
Rami's
Yeah.
super
Okay.
focused on what's happening because she's the only one who sees it.
Yeah. And you see the hands kind of pull back. And as Thespis' hands kind of go back again, it's almost as if there's something kind of blocking Thespis' hands, almost like a thin, like shield around the mass. And you hear a tss sound as Thespis' hands pull back and just gone. And Anthony's, and you see the mass is still there. And just, oh, that did better have supposed to have happened. And if so, then why didn't anyone warn me?
To be fair, we didn't exactly know what was gonna happen. And I did kind of warn you.
You
before.
did, but I didn't think this is what you meant. I thought it would be internal pain I can handle. It's been a while since I've had my head slammed against the table. So, I take it that didn't work.
I know it didn't at all. It fought back.
That doesn't,
Yeah, I understand it doesn't. The whole getting slammed into the table was its way of getting out of the grasp of the magic and out of, I guess, my deity's hands.
Oh, you're one of the religious types.
Not really, but kind of. It says all. Don't worry, never mind.
I'm not one to ask.
But there was an effort, and then when you got pulled away by the mass, there was some kind of shield or something that went up to protect itself. So whatever it is, it's either very strong or very, very entangled into the very essence of what you are. Or both. Which is what I was worried about before we did it.
Well, I think what we call a situation like this is unpleasant.
I would agree.
Go with that for now. I do appreciate the effort. I really, truly do. If I remember anything naturally, I will reach out. Do you have a card or something? I looks at Justin. Oh, yeah, of course.
What the fuck just happened?
Yeah, like you see, Justin's gone a little pale.
Fair.
As he kind of slides over the card.
Aw, twinsies.
Yeah, Justin's clearly panicking, but it's clearly not panicking as much as Dee is.
One of us is gonna have
No
to go
one's
home and
panicking as much as
change.
Didi is.
Yeah, and Justin just would you like me to walk you back to the where we got you from? Might be more comfortable there with some food. And 19th, I'll be completely honest. I had already finished as much as I was going to eat. All right. Is there anywhere else that you would like for me to escort you to? I would say home, but I feel like you may misunderstand. No, I completely understand the connotations now. I strictly mean to escort you to a place you feel safe. That is my offer, Nancy. What's a gentleman? I won't say no. Then Justin kind of stands up and, all right, if you three can stay here, I'm gonna walk him back, and then I'll be back, and then we'll go from there. Oh, this is the last time I'm doing that. And he kind of mutters as he kind of grabs his stuff and offers an arm to Anthony, and Anthony, very exhausted, just the charmer, and kind of takes Justin's arm as they kind of start walking out of the park, and you three are left alone at the table.
She's gonna let go of the concentration of the spell casting.
Okay.
Once Anthony gets up.
Yep. All right.
No point. She doesn't want to pry into other people's lives right now.
Yeah.
Complete strangers in the park.
So, yep, Anthony and Justin have headed off, and they seem to be talking fairly comfortably as they leave. Yeah, and you three are seated at the park after all that.
Yeah. Wild.
Wow.
So, what discussion is had about what you've learned?
Stress.
Oof.
Just so that's concerning.
Mm-hmm.
When it failed, it created some kind of shield that almost burned, it seemed.
I mean, if it's been there for years, I wouldn't be surprised if it's gotten stronger over time.
I wouldn't be either. That's what I was worried about.
Mm.
When the reason that I'd said, I wasn't sure if it was a good idea was because when we had been talking, it almost seemed like black ooze came out of his mouth.
Okay, gross, but I get it.
It was worth seeing it.
Glad I didn't have to.
Yeah.
Sorry you had to.
I mean, it's better to know.
Well, at least we have a place.
Yeah.
A location where this might have happened.
Yeah.
I know it's a bad idea, but I kind of want to check it out.
I had the same thought. It is a terrible idea.
Oh no, it's the worst idea possible to go, but...
Dee Dee looks so upset. She doesn't say anything, but she looks so upset.
I can maybe look into what it could potentially be before we go. Because I feel like if we know about it, then it's at least some kind of sat that might be historical that more people might know about.
That's true. If it's a...
kind of what I do, so...
If it's like a labelled tourist destination, which I don't think it would be if there are people going in there to do sketchy work, but we can check.
People do sketchy work kind of everywhere.
That they do. I can see if there's anybody that is familiar with that area. I don't know many people, but
I might be able to ask my parents if I can speak to some of their colleagues who focus in the same field I do. I can do some research and find out. Just it wouldn't be that off brand for me to ask about a historical set, so and want to see and learn about it. So.
And there were, what was it, symbols on faces?
Yeah, on the faces there was markings. Which is why I'd rather do some research before going in blindly.
If they're religious symbols, I might have an idea of someone to talk to. But I'm not sure if they're going to want to help.
It doesn't hurt to ask.
That's true.
It might hurt to ask considering kind of what we're doing.
The only person that it would probably hurt would be me.
You could phrase it, because again, it's not that out of character for me to look at historical sites. You could phrase it as like, I saw them on like a research binge, and you could ask if I was curious. That way it's a little less sketchy that you're asking about potentially a eldritch sat.
That's true. I can always word it as a friend who's interested in historical
because it's not allowed.
sites.
I am.
That's true.
So.
Okay. I'll go with that. That's the story that I'm going to tell, is that I have a friend who is really into historical sites and researching historical stuff that may or may not have religious ties, and I could use some expertise in this area for this thing. Possibly.
All right.
Sounds like a plan.
Okay.
Sorry, would Rami know about that? Because she's explored a lot of the area. Would she know of something?
I'd say this
like
is like hours away.
Okay, gotcha.
Anthony did say it's like a few hours north.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah. So this is a little out of your usual hiking exploration.
That's fine. I was curious.
Yeah. So, I'd say we could probably wrap up the session with these calls and conversations. So
put him on speakerphone. Put your dad on speakerphone.
That's not who I was thinking of calling, actually.
Yeah, I think I know who you're calling. All right, I want to do this. Let's just do you do this? Do you do this at the park, or do you wait to get home first?
I maybe we could do it at the park if it's like we're talking about it right now. Might as well.
Yeah,
just
but it's also
having the conversation, pulling out his phone, dialing a number.
It gives more truth because I'm there.
Yeah.
So,
It's also midday, so it's like, a fairly decent hour.
chance of answering the
Yeah.
phone.
So yeah. I'm pretty sure I know who you're calling. You call them up?
I don't know if you know who I'm thinking of.
The cap? Doodle?
Doodle. Yeah, I'm thinking
Yeah.
Doodle.
Okay,
I'm
cool,
thinking
cool,
of
cool.
Doodle. Okay.
All right.
Sorry, who?
So
Don't worry, it's a code word.
hold on.
It's a code
It'll all
word.
be
It'll
revealed
all
in just
make
a moment.
sense. You'll Doodle's just
right.
a code word from something else. It's fine.
All right. So
Yes,
you
Doodle.
dial?
I dial
All right.
Doodle. Well, I mean, Saris
Right.
doesn't know Doodle. Osiris knows
Right.
Doodle. It's a whole thing.
Sarah knows Doodle, but not okay. So you call.
Yeah.
You hear it, and you're kind of at the point of expecting it to go to voicemail. And you're like, they're not answering. And
Like, I'm prepared to leave a voicemail.
Yeah, and then you hear the click and hello?
Hi.
Hi, is everything okay? You don't normally call me.
No, well, I need your genius.
Oh.
In religious, possibly historic, informational stuff. I don't know. I'm asking for a friend.
Okay, if you want genius, I'd suggest Hitchwire. If you want religious, okay, maybe I can help. But your dad is also like really good with that stuff. And then history, it depends.
You're like a little bit of you're like a little bit of all three. You're like
right, but this universe is new to me, so like I don't have the same. Anyway, what do you need?
You wear so many hats, Mikhail.
Thank you.
You wear so many hats.
Honestly, it's just one hat that like can look like a lot of different hats.
I wasn't meaning literally. I was meaning metaphorically.
Right. So,
my God,
what do you need, Saris? Dearest nephew of mine.
Well, I have a friend who is.
God, you should not introduce them. This is a bad idea.
It's such a bad idea.
I have a friend who is looking into some kind of weird hieroglyphics. We don't know that much about it yet. We were just tipped off on this whole thing, and it sparked interest. And I thought the best person to go to about something like this that might have an idea of ancient weird stuff might be you.
Oh yeah, ancient stuff, check. Weird stuff, double check. It's all right. You know what? But that makes me perfect
for this.
Maybe to
help for this call. So, I was wondering if it would be possible to put the two of you in touch.
Oh,
right. Yeah, sure. You can go ahead and give them my number. I don't check my email. I forgot my Facebook login. So honestly, just give them my number.
How about I hand over the phone?
Oh, they're there.
This is great.
Yeah, it was just like we were sitting in the park just talking. This kind of came up, and I
thought, yeah, because I don't like random strangers having my phone number. I keep getting solicitors. Anyway, yeah, pass the phone over.
Okay. And then Sarah just kind of puts the phone down and goes, Romy, this is Mikhail. I think they're going to be able to help with the thing.
All right. Sure.
And it hands over the phone.
Speakerphone.
Terrible. This is a terrible
Speakerphone.
idea.
Speakerphone.
This is a terrible idea.
All I was imagining was it being on speakerphone. It's like, yeah, so give your friend my number.
I'm right here.
Hi.
They scream. But no, so Rami, you take the phone?
Yeah.
All right. And what do you say?
Just hi, my name is Rami Mikhail.
That is right. Yes, my name is Mikhail, and I am here to try and help you. What is it that you need with these hieroglyph, weird religious text imagery of a god that's like totally, I'm sure, very powerful and should be respected, and we will handle this with respect of whatever source this is.
Okay.
Fucking Mikhail.
Throw salt over their shoulder,
as they're speaking.
Well, I haven't gotten a chance to actually like research it fully on my end yet.
Oh.
So we literally just learned about the thing that we're calling you about. And I didn't get a drawing or anything of what it looked like because the person was dealing with a lot of stuff. So
A fucking outie.
That's a terrible idea.
I missed Mikhail.
Just like I said, I don't have very much about it. It's apparently like a town like a couple hours north of us, but there was like a bunch of, it's like a cave with like a bunch of statues, and apparently they had weird symbols on their face.
Okay, so so as a I am speaking on the authority of a cleric with lots of experience and knowledge, too much knowledge, where and that knowledge is telling me that statues with symbols on the faces. You said, where was this exactly? In a cave?
Yeah, about apparently
Right,
like
weird
2 miles
historical
north.
freaky stuff in a cave.
That's what we were
is
told.
It is not, no, not a good time. I would not suggest going. Trust me, I can speak on personal experience, like going into a cave full of freaky shit that you know is there. You probably don't know what all is there, just a warning. And when you learn, it's going to ruin your life.
Well,
So just heads up.
That's what I figured. Part of the reason we were calling you.
All right, and let me be the authority to tell you, don't go. Whatever
Okay?
this is will sort itself out. You know, I'm sure cosmic interference.
Okay, but it's negatively affecting somebody.
It usually does.
Yeah, and I'd at least like to be able to give them answers without going.
Good luck.
Upset.
I'm sure you can do it. I have faith in you.
If I can get a hold of the person and if they can remember a symbol, can I send you a drawing of the symbol so we can get a better idea?
That would be helpful.
And
Yes.
then if you're able to do research, which is what I'm also going to be doing, because Rami's like, you don't need, I'm aware. Fuck off.
Oh yeah, because Rami has no idea Mikhail, so.
Yeah, but just if you wouldn't mind doing some research once I get the symbol, just to get an idea of the history of this landmark or historical thing that has been turned into something not great.
Right.
Would be useful.
Right. See, I'm not much of a, well,
All right,
okay.
I'll handle that. That's fine. I'll handle it.
All right, no, I have skills.
God damn it.
I will help.
Okay.
I have a friend who's very good at research, and can help me brush up on my research skills. And you send me the symbols, and if I can't translate it, I'll see if anyone can. I'm just going to be straightforward with you. I'm not as familiar with the magics of this dimension, so you might need to give me a little time.
That's she's like, what?
Great. I'm glad you're so patient. I'm not used to patience at all with any, well, I mean, I guess anyway.
This poor guy.
So anyway, just go ahead and you can send it to Saris, and then Saris can send it to me, and then I'll send it back to Saris, who can then send it to you.
Or I can just send it via my phone number, because I can get your number from, rather than having a middle.
Well, if you're asking about a number, they're not going to give it to you.
All right, write this down. No, hold on.
Your own phone.
All right, jump this down. 8. 6.
You can go a bit faster. 6.
7. 5. 3. 9. Great.
You could have said no.
Jenny,
said
who
no.
can I turn to?
Saris, you hear this very brief. All right, get it. You all right? Write this down, and you're like, Mikhail never gives a number, and then you immediately 8, 6, So, and then you just hear Rami's, you could have just said no.
Like, you can just tell me no. I would have accepted the fact that you said
Great. No.
All right. Okay.
Thank you.
That's it.
Thank you. Can you give the phone back to Saris,
Yeah,
please?
she will.
Thank you.
The fuck?
Hello?
Hi.
Hi.
Is that it?
That was it.
Cool. How are you doing?
I'm doing okay.
I need this extra interaction for at least 2 more hours.
Good.
Yeah.
Good. It's
Were you given the invitation about the possibility of Dalavash coming to visit?
yes. Yes.
I forgot about that.
Okay, just wanted to. I mean, I haven't seen you since the holidays, and I wasn't sure who was going to be invited or whatever. But
Yeah, apparently I'm actually going to swing into town and Hitchwire and I are going to go together. And so, yeah, dragging him off the campus for a bit.
Oh, good.
Finally.
Because I wasn't sure I was going to be able to do that.
Yeah, well, I mean, if I need backup, I will let you know.
Please don't need backup.
I hope I don't.
Okay.
I hope I don't. I'm usually like the last reserve backup call.
You're like the first person that people go to for this. You're like the first person that people go to for this specifically.
For this specifically. Yeah. I am not the first on most lists, but this list, yeah.
Well, you're the first person that I called for this.
Which, you know, Saris, that means a lot to me. Thank you.
Are you being sarcastic right now?
No, I just don't know emotionally where to go from here.
You know, how about I'll make this easier for both of us and just let you go on your way.
Saris, you're the best. Okay, all right. You know what?
I know how hard this is for you, and I really appreciate it, but I'm going to hang up the phone now.
Great, I'll see you whenever.
Okay, I am hanging up the phone now.
Bye.
Bye. And then Sarah just hangs up the phone.
Yep. So the rest of you hear Saris' side of that conversation.
All right.
Yeah, they don't talk to people very much.
I can tell.
We're trying.
You know, that's all that matters in the long run.
But the fact that you got that you are confirmed to have some help at some point in the near future is a big step.
What was that?
Said I appreciate that.
Yeah, it's
now I just have to find the symbols and the information about the cave that we didn't have yet.
Well, I guess this is time. This is research time. This is time to look into it and see if there's anything we can figure out.
Yeah.
And we'll just go from there.
Okay. I just didn't really want to ask him about the symbols because it's the whole thing that was happening.
I'm sure there's going to be a way to figure out what they are.
I have no doubt there is.
Yeah, and I mean, well, one of them is going and looking at them with our own eyes, but I'm sure somebody's stumbled on them.
Mikhail said that was a bad idea going to look at them directly.
Yeah, that makes sense that they would say that.
And considering that, like, the thing that was attached to Anthony was Eldritch.
Well,
I kind of concur with Mikhail that it might be a bad idea.
I agree that it is also a bad idea to go. I'm curious to see them, but I won't make the commitment to go because I don't want to die. And I don't want any kind of eldritch tumor latched to my head.
And the rest of your body.
And the rest of my body is just the head's the most noticeable bit. And yeah, and I'm not interested in having my head smacked against a table 3 years down the line to try to get it off. So, that's like a plan Z.
Yeah.
Is we'll do that. Like last if we can't find anything else.
Sorry, different topic. We need to find out what Gold Standard has their hands in, business-wise here.
I hate to say it, but I think this is also part of it.
I would agree, considering this is now the second time that we have interacted with something that has a direct connection to
Actually,
Eldritch summons, which isn't something that most people have connections and attachments with.
I
Considering that the
know.
one in Holston was probably brought in by someone very powerful.
Well, I know that Anthony said that for the specific job that they were on,
Mhm.
only survivor kind of thing.
Mhm.
Do you think that there would be anybody in the Facebook or the fantasy face
They might.
place, whatever the fuck it is?
Fantasy face place.
Fantasy face, please.
I kind of love that.
I don't know.
Fantasy face place.
Would do you think that somebody would have had some kind of similar situation? I don't think it would be related to this
Well, I mean,
specifically, but if
They
they're
might have
trying,
had something similar, or they could have been working for the company when it happened.
because
There
if
was
that
quite a number of members.
because if that cave was one location that has been affected by some kind of eldritch something, and Holston was another completely different location, also afflicted by eldritch summons.
Pause for a second. Sorry. Keep saying what you're saying. Sorry. I need to look at something.
There's- I wouldn't be surprised if Gold Standard had some sort of way to send people out under the guise of going to different locations for work-related reasons, and oh, tragedy struck, look, something bad's happened to them, and if they do make it out alive, no one will ever know what happened.
Yeah.
So it's like the mission is also a way to keep people quiet without
It
Gold
might
Standard
be.
having to get their hands dirty.
It might be. I have a really quick question, Casper, because I know that we were told it. I just didn't
Yeah.
write it down.
What's up?
About how long has the possession in Holston, like the possession that happened, because we were told
Yeah.
this had happened before. About
Yes.
how long has that been happening?
It's been a thing for a couple years now.
Couple years.
Yeah, I remember it being like 2 or 3.
Years?
Yeah,
maybe
like 3.
like 3
Yep.
years.
Yep.
Around the same time that the possession, the whole tumor started. Andromeda, like, while listening to it's gonna be so disconnected, the full ADHD experience of just 3 years.
Yeah. What? Wait, no, that wasn't what I was talking about. 3 years? What's 3 years?
Sorry. It was a couple of years since the possession of Holston started. About 2 to 3 years.
And is that? Oh, that's the same with.
Like same timeline
Okay.
as his.
That's fucked.
Yeah.
But it means that now we have a timeline that connects the 2 places.
Yeah.
There has to be a hub for all of this.
So, kind of a question that I'm gonna ask that kind of freaks me out.
Go ahead.
Why am I fine and he's not?
That's a good
I
idea.
can find out if you're not.
You probably shouldn't have said that out loud.
Because Dee Dee's in the mindset of, I should know this answer because it might make me feel better. But also, if I ignore it, it's not happening.
It never.
But the thing is, that's true. But for Dee Dee's question, for Dee Dee's possession specifically, did we see the thing, the entity? Did we see the black whatever?
You saw some black ooze. You did see some black ooze.
So we saw it. It wasn't necessarily invisible.
Right. It wasn't invisible. I mean, it was like mostly like it would have been more like wisps for you all. But you also again haven't seen any traces since, and you all never saw it go like in Dee Dee.
Yeah.
Yeah. No.
Also,
didn't go
please
in.
continue your role play. I'll still be able to hear you. I just need to step away for a moment, but I can still hear you.
No
You're good.
problem.
I got my question that I needed answered, so we're fine.
We'll just talk with each other.
That's fine. We could do that. I mean, do you want to? I mean, you probably don't want to know if.
It's up to you.
You know.
I'll take that as a no, at least for now. If you
I
change
don't.
your mind.
I don't. Well, so that's the problem because yes, I absolutely want to know if I'm okay or not. Also, at the same time, if something's wrong and there's nothing we can do to fix it, and I'll eventually end up like that, I
Well,
might.
with it being so soon, because that's 3 years of it. When I described it as a tumor, it's because it looked like a tumor. If there is something, I'm going to use a terrible descriptive, lingering inside of you from your possession, it's still early enough that we might be able to fix it. Because his was really strong. Him slamming his head into the table, that obviously wasn't voluntary. The growth that he had was the one that ripped out of.
That doesn't
I
make
can
it
see a
any.
lot.
That makes it sound worse.
I want to be entirely honest because this is a little
Okay.
bit difficult.
Okay. So
because
here's
I saw what happened
in Holston
and
or here.
no, with him.
Oh yeah.
I could see everything that was going on with him, everything that you couldn't. The thing ripped out of the hands of my deity. It was strong enough to rip out of a god's hands.
Okay, but here's the thing: the attempted possession, because well, it was a possession. But sorry. The thing is, if we know for sure, then it's fairly early on.
Yeah.
So it'll be easier to take care of.
Yeah, sure, whatever.
It's up to you, Dee Dee. I can't make that decision
Yeah,
for you.
go ahead.
I'm gonna cast Detect Magic then
Right.
on Dee Dee.
Dee Dee looks like she's gonna throw up.
Dee Dee always looks like she's gonna throw up.
Yeah, if Dee Dee doesn't look like she's gonna throw up, it looks like she's gonna cry
Or pass out.
or pass out.
I got an okay from her. Andromeda wouldn't have cast it if she didn't get an okay. She got an okay. So.
Right. So basically, with you looking at Dee Dee, you'd be able to see any like magic, like
any magic at all. If you go to see, so double check it.
Why are you making that face?
You sense magic in this way. You can use your action to see a faint aura around any visible creature or object in the area that bears magic, and you learn at School of Magic, if any.
Great. So
Oh,
as you look,
fuck.
I'll give you some good news and some not really bad news, but we'll start with the good news. The good news is there doesn't seem to be anything eldritch. There doesn't seem to be any sort of like issues with eldritch abominations or possession. Yay. Or none of that.
No, wait.
But what you do sense, is something fiend.
Is it Tilda Swinton? Is it 8-bit Tilda? Can you see a faint outline of Tilda?
Can I?
I need someone to clip that.
Is it Tilda Swinton?
I'd
what
say
can I see? God.
What you see. Let me see. Let me roll.
Tilda.
Is Tilda here? Is Tilda
here?
Oh no!
Is Tilda amongst us as we speak?
Is Tilda Swinton
here with us?
If so, please make your presence known.
Please don't.
Please don't.
I don't want to
no.
this bitch.
But Tilda.
So.
I don't want to make direct eye contact with Tilda Swinton.
Please.
What you see behind Dee Dee is a very androgynous figure.
God damn it, I'm gonna make eye contact.
Tilda.
As you look up, you notice that they are in a nice suit. Have like short hair kind of brushed back, like platinum blonde hair brushed back. And they seem to right now be staring at Dee Dee. And then slowly and unblinkingly.
Oh, no, I don't want to be made of. No.
and it just radiates fiend.
Romy, there's not a tumor there, is there? Please tell me there's no tumor.
Please tell me there's no tumor.
Their hand moves to rest on Dee Dee's shoulder. Dee Dee, you do not feel this.
Andromeda watches, like, breaks eye contact because she's more concerned and watches the hand go down.
Dee Dee just like.
Is it a puff of? Is it a puff of smoke? Is it a puff of smoke?
No, it's not.
Dee Dee's gonna start crying.
Is it
she
a-
thinks the possession's hers.
I'm just gonna say, just instantly crying.
Rami, you hear the faintest voice. It's almost like it's on the wind of,
I don't want to hear her voice.
oh, I love charades. As they watch you try and explain this to Saris.
Is there something on Dee Dee's face other than tears?
Rolling to see if she would say anything, because she's not sure. And I had 1 through 2 wish she was gonna say something.
Make a decision.
If you don't,
She's going to.
okay.
Dee Dee?
Mm.
I don't know how to put this in a way that's not gonna freak you out. There's not an eldritch summons of any kind.
Well, that's
attached to
good.
you. Why is there a fiend presence attached to you, and
Huh?
why can I see them?
Oh,
I-
don't worry, my friend. She knows.
What?
Dee Dee, you now feel the hand.
I should really be going home. It's kinda late.
Dee Dee, you're the only one. Actually, no, Rami, I'll say you also hear this, because why the fuck not? Or yeah. So, Saris, really quick, with this information that you have, do you do anything before I continue?
Saris is probably just like tennis match back and forth across the table. Just like I have no idea what the hell is going on.
All right, all of you here, because I rolled.
What?
No! You all hear, like, Dee Dee, not answering the question is so impolite.
Who the fuck is that?
It's what I'm describing. It's what I see. Normally, I'm gonna be honest with you. Normally, I don't push you on things because I get it. You got shit going on.
Mm-hmm.
That's a fiend behind you
Mm-hmm.
with a very possessive look and stance. You want to start explaining, or?
I really do. There's
Because I can see him fully, and I can hear him fully with the magic that I have.
Oh, well, why don't I make this more fair?
Oh God!
Saris,
Huh? Oh, what?
you now see 8-bit Tilda Swinton
Oh,
standing
shit.
behind Dee Dee as they have fully materialized.
Oh shit! Oh shit! Oh shit!
And they just appear, hand still on Dee Dee's shoulder. I'm sorry. I guess I should have made this more fair.
You're the one that's not letting her drink juice. No
Oh.
poker, no juice, no pizza,
You think I care about
no
the
video
stupid-
games.
You think that I care about some frivolous rules of some ancient text?
I guess so, or else why wouldn't she be able to eat pizza and drink juice?
Because Daddy says so. I have no say in that. Trust me, I'm not part of that problem. Well, And
Well,
they
you're
look
not-
down to Dee Dee.
Apparently, you're not part of the solution either.
Oh. Oh, Dee Dee, why don't you tell them just how part of your solution I have been?
Mm-mm.
How many of your problems have I fixed for you, Dee Dee?
Mm-mm.
Mm-mm. Well, I won't tell if you don't, but
Great. Glad to know that we're on the same page with that one.
it's a rare occurrence, but it happens sometimes.
Hmm.
Oh.
I know this is a personal question, Dee Dee, but how long has that been there?
That been
Ju-
there.
I... I'm sorry. Jason, you're fucking killing me.
I'm literally just saying words. Come on.
Well, I don't really know, to be, I I definitely couldn't be specific.
So before or after orientation?
Well, it's sort of, I don't know if it's the best idea for me to answer those questions.
Oh, are you ashamed of our history, Dee Dee?
Ew.
Come on, little Miss
Yes.
Bard.
Okay, yeah. Since before orientation.
Okay.
I've been trying to get rid of this, so it's not hopefully a permanent thing.
Wait. So the whole thing at the bus stop.
Huh?
The bus stop. We were freaking out over by the bus the one day after work.
A lot of things freak me out, so
Too much.
She's Rami's fully ignoring Tilda Swinton at this point because she's like, I don't want your opinions.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Looking directly at Dee Dee, just again, I normally let you be as flatty as you want. I don't care about really knowing everything. I didn't before, at least. You're being real fucking flatty. And you're answering in full circles, not answering really any question.
She's good at that.
I get you don't want to talk about it, and I get you want to keep it a secret, but it's really not anymore. I don't care what connection you have with it, whatever this is. I don't.
Mm-hmm.
But if it scares you as much as it seems like it does, I just tried to remove an eldritch tumor from a guy. You don't think I'm not going to try to help you get rid of something that literally scares the daylights out of you?
Okay.
She doesn't even care that the bitch is here. Like, Andromeda's
Yeah.
fully not looking at her.
Saris, if you're watching any of this, they just seem amused more than anything.
Yeah.
Like
they're
they're now doing the ping pong.
Yeah, it's gross. I guess
From
they're both doing the ping pong.
Yeah, Saris and 8-bit Tilda are just going back and forth.
What exactly are they? Because I know they're fiend.
Come on, Dee Dee, you can say it.
They're an allure.
That
There.
makes a lot more sense with some of the other situations that we have.
The reason for those situations is not because of this necessarily. It's more because they're kind of at least how I've been taught, they're not good. So
They are making all of these faces. Generalizing, Dee Dee, so rude. Just because I'm vile doesn't mean they all are. Some of them are so nice. I don't see what they see in you. You types, as they're kind of looking over all of you. I will say this is entertaining, but only for a short period until I get tired. And Dee Dee, darling, you know what happens when I get bored of things, right? I have to make them interesting for myself. So as long as you all don't bore me, you shouldn't have much of an issue. Now, I do have a question for you, little nerdy one.
What the? They're right. Fuck, dude.
What makes you think you could get rid of me?
I wasn't talking to you, to be
Oh, but-
entirely honest.
No, I know, but you were talking about me, and I'm just curious. You don't have to answer because it's not like you can. But what makes you think that you could deal with me? I mean, the god in your corner has barely a fraction of the power that the gods I deal with do. So, like, hit me with your best shot, my dear. But you're going to miss.
Dee Dee's gonna try to pull away from their hands.
They're grip titans.
But the bad thing is, even if I miss, I'll keep trying.
Oh. This will be fun. You've caught my attention now.
I figured I did when I made
That's not a good. You really shouldn't do that.
Oh. You know, Dee Dee, maybe I actually like your friends.
No, you don't.
Panic attack.
No, you don't.
No, you don't.
No,
I don't like him. It's fine.
Dee Dee, are you trying to tell me what to do to not like them? Like, sorry, do you not remember the arrangements of this? You don't give me orders, dear. So, Dee Dee, I came out to play to humor you.
I want you to go away and leave my friends alone.
Oh, precious. You know what? Just because I want to see what happens, I will go. So I'm curious to know what you three end up doing with your time alone. But, Dee Dee, remember, you have no power without me. Okay? Whatever you tell your friends here, and they gesture to Saris and Rami, I don't care what you tell them about what's on paper. We both know the true source. So, if you want to keep having your power, I'll see you later. And they fade away on the wind. And they are gone.
How often are they there?
I don't know. Sporadically.
Do I still sense fiend at all, Casper?
You sense the lingering effects in the sense of like it's still kind of
There's
like
still
in
power. She still has
Dee Dee.
magic and stuff, yeah.
Yeah,
But
but
the overwhelming presence of this
eight bit till the Swinton is gone. There is no like source of energy. Yeah, like they have left.
Just if it gives you any consolation, besides whatever power you have, they are gone.
Mm-hmm. Sorry.
It wasn't your fault. I was the one that saw him. They made direct eye contact with me, so
I couldn't just ignore it.
I unfortunately couldn't just pretend like, oh, I didn't see it. Cover my ass. I couldn't at that point. What do you want to do moving forward?
I don't know what you're asking me.
You get your power from them.
I don't care about the magic.
Then what do you want to do?
I want them gone.
All right. That's what I wanted to know. There's other ways to have power and to get magic, but I needed to know if you wanted what you have now to be gone.
Mm-hmm.
If that's what you want, then okay. We'll figure something out. That's all I needed to know. Because whatever power you get from them is not worth you being so scared to even be in a room full of people.
No, I feel like I should mention that I didn't make any sort of decision for magic. Magic isn't really necessarily a good thing in the church. That wasn't really part of it. Some people within the church do have magic, but we prefer not to use it, and it's a whole thing. But I just don't want you thinking that I took on anything to do with that for something so frivolous.
I've never thought you do anything for a frivolous reason. And again, with how you react to whatever that being is, I didn't assume that at all.
Mm.
I'm going to ask you something because it might help get rid of them.
Mm.
And you can answer if you want. I'm not going to make you on this. Why did you start working with them? Why did you accept magic?
Sorry, keep going.
That's my space.
Listen, I'm so proud of Dee Dee for talking about this shit. I'm like,
I
yes.
I've known.
She's developed a lot.
So I've known about all of this because Ginny and I can't
Oh, yeah.
control ourselves.
yeah.
So I'm just like, I'm excited that it's happening finally.
This isn't how I expected it to happen, but I'm so down. I'm so down.
I didn't expect to see Tilda Swinton today.
I had a whole arc just to make sure this got exposed. I'm still gonna do the arc, but it now is a totally different purpose because it's happening now.
Fast track.
It was that's not really something I should talk about.
Like I said, I'm not gonna make you.
Mm-hmm.
But I am gonna let you know. Again, you don't have to, but it might make finding a way out of it a little simpler. So anything you can talk about at all, even if minor details might help. This isn't really my area of expertise, breaking stuff like this and taking on, fiends. But anything might help.
Well, they kind of have more than just a signed contract or an agreement or anything like that. So,
Answer this, yes or no. Would breaking whatever contract you've made be detrimental to you besides losing that ring?
I don't know.
I'm gonna take that as a yes.
Maybe, I don't know.
At about this point, Justin starts approaching.
Oh, Justin! Oh no!
Justin,
oh no!
He is rushing with some papers in his hands. And he kind of like skids to a stop when he gets up to y'all. Not reading the group's energy at all.
Of course he's not. I
All right,
fully
so
feel that.
I dropped Anthony off at the place, and when we got there, he was able to kind of remember something. He was able to kind of sketch up this, and you see some symbols sketched messily on the paper.
Andromeda goes from looking very intensely at Dee Dee to just moving her gaze over to him and just, that's helpful. Thank you. That'll help us a lot, actually.
Yeah, so I am also, again, Justin was not here for the call with Mikhail, so I'm gonna have to figure out into calling some contacts that I have for cryptic.
We might have someone that can help. I mean, you can still contact your people, but we might have someone that can help us.
Great, yeah. So because if this is part of the looking into Trudy thing, I need to know. So if you have any,
can we get a copy of those?
Yeah, I'll get you some copies. All right. Yeah, I'll be sure. I'll make some.
Couldn't we just take like pictures of them?
Oh,
since we have to send it over to our contacts.
Yeah. All right. He holds it up for y'all.
And Saris will take a picture
Okay.
and try not to get Justin in the picture. Because
Yeah,
if he's just holding it directly in front of his face, Saris is like, no, I don't want him in the picture. That'll give away too much.
Oh yeah, well like he's behind the paper.
Oh,
so like
beautiful.
if you get a picture of it, you can't see him.
You just see part of the trench coat. That's it. That's
Question.
Answer.
You have a thing.
So one, are they any sort of like arcane glyphs at all?
I'll say this. You would see that they are, it's like a spell,
Okay.
sort of like the image, the symbols themselves aren't the spell. It's like a component of a spell.
Okay.
And it's one of those things where like you try to read it and it just like your brain doesn't process what it means.
Is it a written language?
Sort of.
I can read any written language.
It is beyond your brain's comprehension.
It's like just sounds.
it's eldritch
It's like
gurgling.
Static on the
stop
eyes.
Stop doing the static thing.
Yeah, no more static. No more static.
No more static. We had enough of that in the first one. No.
So yeah, it's your brain, because it's otherworld, like deep speech, eldritch, like it's not even deep speech because it's like
it's gurgles.
Yeah, they're like more like sigils.
Gurgles from the void.
They're sigils from the void.
That's a band name, and I fucking call it.
Sigils from the void. Yeah, that's a great. Gurgles from the void.
Yes,
they're a weird like version of the Wiggles.
Yep.
The gurgles.
So Dee Dee, what you do have is that these are I'll say this, you do know these are indeed eldritch like imagery. Not to be completely processed or understood by the mortal eye. And so after you all get a photo, Justin kind of tucks his away like a little more neatly and carefully in his folder, puts in his bag, which is now over his coat instead of under his coat. It just let's head on back. Let's go. I'm gonna have to head back to the office and get some more work done. So, but
when they start, sorry, go ahead, finish what you're saying.
Oh, just like, Justin's muttering about getting back to work and whatnot.
All right, that's fine.
Right. Does anyone have any last final things? Yes.
Andromeda, as they're walking back, is gonna walk over to Dee Dee and just offer her arm if Dee Dee wants to take it.
I think she would, and she'd hold on to it a lot tighter than she was expecting to. It might hurt a little bit.
Fine. Andromeda's clear. She can fix it. That's fine. She can heal herself. It's fine.
She can fix it.
I'll fix it. Don't worry.
And with that, we're gonna have to wrap up for this week. But we now know some new, a lot of new things, and you have a new path to explore. Yay!
The caves.
And
The
the
caves. Yeah, you
caves.
actually now have 2 paths you can go down. So I guess you can also find out how intertwined they all might be.
Hey, stop it.
Yes.
I also have
Stop
one
it.
burning question and one burning question alone.
Yes.
Who the fuck is coming to visit?
Oh yeah. Y'all are just gonna have to wait for that one.
No!
Wait, what is this? What is this?
For Dalavash's
Yeah.
visit.
Oh,
Everyone's
Yeah.
coming and we want to know the guest list.
We want to know the
Oh,
guest list.
yeah.
You'll
I
have
want
to-
to know who's going to be there.
You'll have to go and find out because you already know about at least 3.
Mm-hmm.
When is it happening again? Because I want it.
All
Now.
Sarah's heard was in the coming months.
Yeah.
I think.
It's very
There's been no
nondescript.
There's been no
Yeah,
date set
it was
yet.
no.
Yeah.
Wait, sorry.
No.
Sorry.
Tomorrow.
I had an idea that I have to send over for a thing.
Okay. Well, with that list, please do a quick, again, very brief, who you are and where people can find you. We'll do the same order we did earlier. So, Chelsea, if you could please start us off.
Hi, my name is Chelsea. Again, my pronouns are they, them. You can find me literally anywhere with the username Dang It Barb. I'm on pretty much every social media that you can be. And besides doing this stream, I sometimes do my own personal stream where I stream the Not So Very Challenge in The Sims 4. Haven't been able to do it recently. Besides that, this past week was EMS Appreciation Week. So if you know anybody that works within the EMS field, it is a little late, but tell them thank you for all that they do because it is really difficult right now. So
Yeah.
yeah.
So,
That is
thank you.
it.
Thank you, Chelsea, for all that you do.
Yay!
And I almost called you Dee Dee.
I mean, it
Jenny.
applies.
Yeah.
Hi. I'm Jenny. I just want to clarify my who I play update that I had in the beginning of the game because I played Dee Dee, the Azamar Warlock with a lore bard college degree.
Sneaky.
Is a bard only on paper.
She is a bard. She went through school.
True.
She did do it.
It's
She
not a
has the
lie.
degree. It's just
Ew.
not where her magic comes from.
Nope.
Sneaky.
I am an artist and I am a voice actor. I am trudging my way through doing it, forcing myself to do auditions because imposter syndrome's a bitch. I make my own personal merchandise. It's not official, but I make my own personal merchandise for Nexalis and Jar of Rebuke and regular D&D shit and animal stuff, and I don't know, it's whatever my ADHD brain
Anything.
decides to pick up my iPad and scribble.
Yeah.
I write sometimes. I am a tutor, so if there is anything you need help with, I mostly work with elementary school kids, but I would be more than happy to help you out. My Twitter is Cerulean Siren 19. My Instagram that I am never on is Cerulean_seamstress. TikTok is Cerulean Siren 97, maybe.
I think so.
I don't remember. I don't know.
Nothing else.
Really
Your
need to
Twitter.
unify that.
Yeah. Or what you need to do is you need to make a card or
I
something.
do need to make a card. I got
Yeah.
halfway through it and then my brain went, nah.
Well, if nothing else, at least your Twitter is in the cast thing in the chat.
Hell
So
yes.
everyone can find your Twitter where you post about the rest of your stuff.
That's pretty much
Sometimes.
the area you use the most
Yeah.
besides TikTok, to be fair.
Yeah. So, yeah, be sure to go follow Jenny on Twitter. And next up, we have Jason.
J-Bon.
Hi, I'm J-Bon.
J-Bon.
My
Your
pronouns
dad
are
shaped she
he.
him.
Yeah, my pronouns are he/himbo. My card
Good.
is missing an A in Jason because I updated it recently. Only true Nexus Games fans remember.
Oh my fucking god.
But
Jesus.
I am the other half of the DM coin and DM for All Aboard the SS Verbena, which is also here on Nexus Games.
Hell
I put
yes.
people on a boat. It's pretty great.
It's true.
Last night
I just slapped him on a boat.
night. Friday, I took them off of a boat and put them on another boat. It was pretty great. They weren't ready for it. Don't look
No,
at me
we
like that,
weren't.
Olivia. Don't look at me
No.
like that, Olivia. It was pretty great. There's gonna be a mini boss battle next session, which is gonna be pretty fun. So
I'm so down.
So make sure that you catch up so you can see who they're fighting and maybe why. I don't know. So that's gonna be fun. Wednesdays I goof around on my own Twitch channel and just do whatever I'm feeling. Last week we had an AI write fan fiction and it got really weird. Like, we wrote a Disney conspiracy theory that ended up turning into a full story of, like, 5 characters named Jane. It was weird. It was so weird. I don't even know. They're taking Disney to court. It's a whole thing. It's
As they
weird.
should be.
It's really funny, and you should definitely go and watch it because I think the VOD is still up. And on the 29th of this month, which is the coming Saturday, Casper and I are going to be on a charity stream for the Gay Agenda. It's going to be a one-shot. Our characters are going to a masquerade. And I'm playing a character that I don't normally play, which I'm very excited about.
That's so exciting.
Yeah.
I'm very excited. I get to play a kooky little druid witch that lives in the woods.
That's
It's
gonna be so
very
fun.
fun. I'm very excited. It's gonna be good. So definitely come out, support the charity stream, send it to all your friends, get them to back the donations if you can, or share it with people, so that we can raise some money.
Yeah. We'll be posted about it on our Twitters.
Yeah, so look on Twitter for all of that information. Also, if you haven't already, please go play Nightshade, You Are the Drug. I'm going to say it a billion times. That game is fucking amazing.
You
And
should say it a
they're-
billion times.
I'll say it a billion times. They are writing the DLC route for the character that I played, so I'm going to be recording more lines soon for that. And
Hell yeah.
and there are going to be some spicy sounds.
Ooh.
So
Spicy.
spicy sounds, maybe
Spicy sounds incoming.
yeah, I was gonna say maybe a little bit of some if you know what I'm talking about, maybe some, maybe some stuff. You might see some bits.
Oh
So
my goodness.
so definitely get the game and see the already pre-made bits. So
If
that
you are
later
18
you can
plus.
see. Yeah, if you're 18 plus, please don't. If you're a kid, get the fuck out.
Why are you?
You
in the
should
stream
also
for
be
me?
18
also
plus
be
here,
here.
but
Yeah,
Yeah,
if you're not, if
yeah.
you're, why are you?
Yeah.
Get
like I
older
know we're
and come
awesome,
back.
but like just wait a couple
Like,
years.
I
bud. They're,
really
they're gonna be on
appreciate
YouTube.
Like, I really appreciate it,
Be
but
on
like,
YouTube.
They're gonna be on YouTube. Just wait a couple years, bud.
yeah, it's okay. They're not
God.
going anywhere.
Oh yeah, they'll be there.
Just wait. It's fine. But yeah,
yeah.
go check that out. It's good.
Hey.
Yeah, and that's about it. I don't think I'd do anything else.
You do a lot. That's the problem. Is
You do a lot.
Oh, you
You do a lot.
You do. You hush.
I teach and I do art. That's what I do. And you're like, here's this thing I'm in, and this thing I do, and this thing I do, and this thing I do, and it's really cool if you check out this project. And I'm like, you fucking go, bitch.
Also, we just because Olivia's here, I know we talked about it. At some point, we want to do the commentating over One Piece episodes.
Absolutely.
I know we talked about that for people who've never seen One Piece. Just sit and watch it and then talk shit about it. But more like discuss it, but also just input our opinions everywhere. It's an idea that we had, but I think it'd be a really fun thing to do. So if that's something that you want to see. Also, because I always plug it, go follow Olivia's One Piece Twitter.
I'll get the link.
Even if you don't know One Piece, there's really cute art that will inspire you. So I need you all to go and follow It's Your Kitchen on twitter.com. And like every single post because they're insanely cute. And even if you haven't seen One Piece and you're like, I don't know if I'm going to watch it. It's like 1 billion episodes long. I don't know why I would watch it. Look at that art and then ask yourself that question again.
Yeah.
It's on Netflix. It's on Funimation. It's probably going to be on Crunchyroll because Funimation is going to be blipped out of the void. It's going to be gone, but Crunchyroll is going to have it. You can literally find it can you find it on Amazon Prime? Don't know. Maybe. Hulu? Don't know. Look for it.
Maybe.
You'll find it. Oh, it might be on Hulu. Thank you, Olivia. It might be on Hulu. Literally, I know I have a D&D campaign where I say pirates are bad, but in this case,
they're good.
They're good boys.
In this case, pirates good. Go do that. But that's all I have to say because I don't say enough in these things.
I forgot. I have one thing.
Very quick. Yes, very quick.
Sorry. Cammy and I, multiple facets in the chat, might actually be starting to do a stream or a podcast or review movies.
Yeah.
Eventually, we're in talks about it, so just be on the lookout for that because it's gonna be pretty cool. That was
Heck
all.
yeah. Heck yeah. And hello, I am your DM, Casper Oliver. You can find me all over the place. I am with Nextless Games as a player for All Aboard the SS Verbena and DM for Clocked In. I am also with Jar of Rebuke, with Finley and the Chaos Crew as a voice actor. I do the Soft Boiled Detective, which just finished its first season, and the favorite character that I play was in the season finale and was so good. Georgia Romero is done for. All of this stuff can be found on my card. I also want to give another shout out to Grinding Coffee Co., which is a sponsor of ours. And again, if you use promo code Nextless Games with any order from Grinding Coffee Co., it'll help support our streams and save you 10% off. Also, as someone who works for the local game store, one of the local game stores near us, Conundrum House, which is also partnered up with us, I run the social media. So if you want to further see what I'm up to on a daily basis and help support Conundrum House on social media, is a great little Oregon game shop. And yeah, I'm gonna kind of wrap it up there. Be sure to tune in next Monday because next Monday we are doing All Aboard the SS Verbena, where we're gonna fight pirates.
Hell yeah.
A pirate siren.
Yeah. My character is a chef who's about to get his ass whooped by a siren. And with that, I do need to go because it is my time to go be chauffeur for my roommate. So everyone, please take care. Have a wonderful rest of your evening. Have a wonderful week. And we will see you all next week with some Verbena. Bye-bye.
Oh, I didn't click the button.
Yeah.
I forgot. That's my job. Bye.